Welcome once again to the Call to... My God, why did I sound like Dracula? Welcome to the Call to Cinema.
Welcome to the Call to Cinema. I am Evan, and I am Dracula when I'm not on live.
I bid you welcome.
And there's the blood.
I do not drink wine.
You just drink the blood of cork. Hello, everybody. It's me, Malcolm.
We are looking today at the Kino fall sale, and we'll take a peek into Imprint and Indicator, the two eyes that put out movies. If you were last night on our Patreon video, then you got to see the Indicator announcements live as soon as they went available, because we were there and we were there to do it with talking about the Vinegar Syndrome stuff. Got that done. We're getting ready to go off. Bam! Indicator makes their Indicator makes a big announcement. Imprint makes a big
Imprint. It's easy to get mixed up when you're trying to sound. They've got similar titles, haven't they?
So there's
Imprint. If you ever want to know, guys, and you're in the UK, right? Imprint do the announcements at like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, which was perfect for us. So there you go.
Yeah.
When we're doing stuff like this and Imprint's doing announcements, our like the Patreon, it's the place to be. The Crimson Cult.
And if you want to see me freak out over something, go on Patreon.
Yeah, because you did.
That was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy.
With that being said, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, all that jazzy stuff. Hey there, Joseph. Super chat, super sticker, donate if you would like, and join the Patreon. With that being said, why not dive into some Kino?
Sure. Sounds good.
We are staying alive for the sale.
Ooh.
Stay alive. There we go. So let's get to the sale portion of this. Not the supplies last, because that's actually not a sale. It's this sale.
Over 700 titles. Well, not many of them are different. Oh, yeah, it says shop over 700. Hello.
Get this done. I'm just gonna open up so I don't miss any messages here.
Sure.
Hello, Scooter. Hello. All right. So what we'll do is we'll pick, as I always do with stuff like this. I usually 784 titles. I usually pick just the what I think are my top choices. As we do it, we did last time. I guess we'll do the same thing. Have a bit of fun with it. We'll do a line. I'll go first, go second type thing, and versa vice and all that. If you know where that versa vice line comes from, you're super cool, and you know what one of my favorite movies are. Do you know where it's from, Malcolm?
What line was it?
I said versa versa.
Versa versa. Okay, I've heard of it, but I'm sure it's because people quote it. Where's it from?
So the actual line is "I dumped her," not versa versa. You get it? It is from Grease 2.
Oh, okay. I'm not a big Grease 2 knowledge person. I'm more of a knowledge of the first one, really. I've seen the second one a few times, and that was when I was a kid.
How bad was the earthquake? Luckily, it freaked me out. The first earthquake I ever went through, Joseph. It was bad. It was on the 7.4, something like that Richter scale. Total, luckily here we were fairly good. Now towns outside of here, Joseph, there's towns that no longer exist. There is a multi-billion-dollar funds going into actually putting things together, and the amount of people that were lost was unfortunately a large amount. But places, buildings that have been around forever. We lucked out in the construction of this building. Credit to whoever constructed this building, did a damn good job. But thank you so much for asking.
I noticed the Red Cross have finally put a link up over here for helping Morocco.
That is excellent. And I think a lot of it couldn't be put up too early. I showed you, the one I showed on the channel was kind of more of a for a business type one. But before it was really, everything was still going on. It was still a little bit too early. But the fact that the Red Cross has a link up there is really fantastic. So
I want to tell you, Joseph, the earthquake was terrible. I was sitting there and the rumbling was terrifying. I was sitting there and I was scared. I was scared there for Aaron. Aaron dropped his film treasures on the floor and went, "What's going on?"
It
It
was
was
it
a
was
bit
crazy. I mean,
terrifying.
like, I was asked if was I going to put the earthquake as a YouTube short, and I'm like, no. I'm sure that no, I really was like several times. Are you gonna do a short? You're gonna like take
Could have gone viral. Could have gone viral on the day.
I know. I do want to take advantage of it though, man. Not something like
You
that.
could have got thousands of dollars from it, and you could have given that all to the Morocco Helpline.
Oh, that's what I would have done definitely, but I just felt we've been taking advantage of like a bad situation.
Yeah.
Um, but you're right on that. Like I probably could have went that way with it.
But to be
Okay.
fair, there's respect in not doing it. So
So what do you? So I'm going to pick here first because I'm going to pick two
go on
titles
then.
because I'm going to
All
screw
right.
you over. I'm going to pick 52 Pickup and 3 Days of the Condor because they're two movies I really
Oh,
like.
you have to pick the two really good ones, don't you?
There's good ones here too.
I'm going to pick 13 Washington Square.
I don't remember that one actually.
Oh, I'm going to pick the Seventh Dawn since you picked her.
All right. Well, anything
This
Wim
one's
Holmes
easy.
would have. You're first this
This
time,
one's
though.
easy. Alias Jesse James and alias Nick Bill.
All right. So thank you so much, Joseph, by the way. We're picking like choices here, by the way, today of good releases we got. I'm going to pick 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, actually. And
Ooh.
I'm going to go with Against All Flags. I'm a massive Errol Flynn fan.
Oh, you know about Errol Flynn. He had a ginormous sausage.
No, I didn't. I haven't tried sausage. Did you not see that Patreon video? You were in the Patreon video.
Do you think he really had a 40 ninja?
Earl
Because
Flynn?
that's the legend, isn't it?
Yeah, I actually do. The guy was like massively. He was a ladies' man. He was
You sure look like it.
one of the big action stars of his time.
Loved him in Robin Hood.
All right, it's my turn this time. I get to go first, don't I?
Oh.
Ooh, I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna go easy on you because I'm gonna pick the All Nighter, which, although not my favorite, it's Susanna Hoffs, and I'm still stoked by the way that she retweeted my tweet.
Hey.
And I will choose All Night Long because I'm a massive Barbra Streisand fan.
All right, I'm going to pick L'Amour Braga, whatever you say it, and Soon the Darkness.
I was gonna be surprised you didn't pick that one. Pamela Franklin. That's a good title. Oh, you get to go first here though.
Oh, this is good. I pick Arabian Nights, and I'm going to pick Angel.
And which one? Angel? Oh,
Angel.
Marlene Dietrich. I love Marlene Dietrich. I picked the Anderson tapes because I actually really like that film. And I'm in the day supposed to be for those that don't know, the rapture was supposed to happen earlier today. Did you know that, Malcolm, by the way?
Was it?
Yes. So I'll pick the Antichrist then. There you go, aka the Tempter.
Wait, who decided it was supposed to happen earlier today?
I've got my cousin who's got a family member that's like super religious, like who keeps up on all this stuff. Like sent a message to let him, like I think to let him know.
Oh, I see.
And he's not. So he sent me like a joke message. Hey, be careful. like 2 p.m. today. All right. Oh, it's me first this time. Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Ha ha ha. I pick all the Audie Murphys.
I was going to buy the imprint Audio Murphys, and I realised they're on Blu-ray, aren't they, over in America? So no point.
Yeah, they're really good. I mean, dude, Silver Creek is so good. Ride a Crooked Trail, No Name on the Bullet. What great movies! I mean, Hellbent for Leather, Showdown. There's so many good movies. Like here, like I love Audie Murphy. Like my dad and my pop, both massive Audie Murphy fans. Malcolm. So between both of them, I had no chance.
Hot take: Audie Murphy is the father of Eddie and Charlie Murphy.
You mean the puppet, Charlie Murphy?
No, the brothers, Eddie Murphy's brother, Charlie Murphy.
Okay. Yeah, well, of course. Well, they look so similar.
I'm gonna pick Arson Lupin and Assassination because I
Oh,
own both of them, but they're pretty good.
watched All Night Long this year. I liked it. That's a good. That is a good one, actually. You get to go first this
Okay.
time.
Oh, the awful Doctor Orloff is a must, and I think I've got. Oh, what? And I'm gonna pick Backstreet.
Well, only no, you don't have to pick two every time, content. But
Oh,
I'll
are we just picking one now?
whatever you want. Well, it depends. Like,
Oh, let's
if you
just
say
pick
like,
one. Let's just pick one, unless there's two really good ones.
I don't know, I don't have anything here. I'll pick Backstreet when you chose before. Bad Manners, maybe, but if I have to, if my however, the Barbara Stanwyck collection, hands down,
What a
um,
beautiful woman.
she was, man, an amazing woman too. What a great actress
I'm
too.
gonna be honest with you right now, guys. If Barbara Stanwyck walked in there in the dresses from back then, they wouldn't be. It wouldn't be on, but the necklace still would be flapping them out. Bop, 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 you know what I mean?
So I chose Barbara Stanwyck. So
I
stay away
pick.
from Stanwyck.
I I pick the Barbarians because I love that movie.
It's a fun movie, isn't it? The Barbarian Brothers.
Yeah,
They tried to make him a thing, and it worked for a tiny period of
yeah.
time.
Well,
The
they
bank
got
takes after
because
great title.
Kino are releasing Double Trouble with them in as well this month, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, one of the other ones that they did. You get to go first here, man.
Okay, I'm gonna pick Belle of the 90s,
Ah, that's a good one.
Mae West.
Mae West. I'm gonna pick. Well, I'm gonna pick Bend of the River with with a backup going to Beware the Blob. Actually,
I'm actually surprised you picked that. I thought you'd have picked Bedtime for Bonzo because you told me you related to the character in the movie.
oh yeah, yeah. I don't think like I relate to much when it comes to like Ronald Reagan.
Bonzo.
Oh, Bonzo. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I probably relate to Bonzo a bit more. I get to go first here. So Billy the
Yeah.
Kid versus Dracula. Hell yeah, I'm picking that.
Oh, and just so people know, Dark Force did a 4K of the Black Gestapo, if you're interested. And I'm going to pick The Birth of a Nation, a true classic, but a lot of people complain about it now for obvious reasons.
Oh yeah, no, that's the reasons are pretty obvious. Actually, it's pretty,
Yeah,
but it is like the title for what it is. Even back then, it
yeah,
was racist. So, like, not
yeah.
like it wasn't even back then. Ooh, okay, you get to go first here.
Ooh,
There's some good stuff
ooh.
here, actually.
I'm going to pick. Ooh, holy moly. I think I'm going to pick Blood and Sand.
That is a great one, Rudolph Valentino. I am going to choose two titles this time because I can't just do one, and I am going to choose the Bloody Brood and Blackmail. I was going to choose Blood Beast here, but I'm going to go Blackmail. I'm going to go Blackmail. Hey there, Swift. Welcome, man. You're watching
Hey,
Paul's Q&A.
Swift.
Congratulations, man. That is okay.
Noise.
Enjoy PulseCon.
Ooh.
It is whose turn? Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
I'm going to choose Blue Monkey because I won't have the bite from Dark Force. So that's my choice right there. Here you go.
I'm gonna pick Blue Panther because I want to get Bluebeard's 8 Wives from Indicator.
Ooh, that's a good choice, actually.
Gary Cooper, super duper Gary Cooper.
Here you go.
Okay, I'm gonna pick 3. Yeah, all 3
Uh-huh.
Border Towns because I love Border Town.
And I'm going to pick The Border.
Such a great show.
An excellent, though. The Indicator put out a good release that too. I love that movie. Great Jack Nixon. Well,
you ever watched Border Town?
I think I've seen one episode, but I haven't seen very much of it. So
It's really good.
pretty much no. Just because I haven't had the chance, really. Did I pick up the 2 live action French? I'm getting that when I get to Canada, so I haven't got it now yet, Alan, but I will get it soon.
What's that? Yeah, I've got those, Alan. I own them.
You got the
I own
two?
the two live action. Yeah, I've got them. Didn't I? Remember I showed you on one of the streams.
You
Because I
bastard.
picked that up with the Detective Wong set and the Arsene Lupin set.
So you
What's
actually have
incredible is on it, it's only $9.99 for the two films at the minute.
that is incredible. That is really good.
Yeah.
Here I'm picking Breakyard Pass. What an incredible movie that was.
Oh, that is a good movie. I'm going to pick. I'd love to have a brief encounter with Sophia Loren back then, but not that movie now. I'm not going. The Bride Comes Home.
We're getting some different titles here, you know. You get to go first here.
Britannia Hospital indicator as, so I'm not picking that. I think I'm going to pick Broken Lullaby.
Well, I'm obviously going to pick the TV series that I skipped school to watch. I'm not even joking. Buck Rogers in 25th Century used to come on in
Oh
the
dear.
mornings when I was in high school. My last year of high school, I do show reruns of it. So when my grandparents would go out of town, I would unlock the basement door, and I would pretend to go to school just as they were leaving. I would then make my way back around, go in the basement door, relock it, go upstairs, go to my room because I had TV in my room, and watch Buck Rogers.
And one day, and one time, you were up there and you heard the noise. And there was a guy with a knife and a mask going, "Time to play, little Alan."
No, I did. There's a couple times that girls did end up in my room.
Oh,
Huh? Okay.
yeah. Woohoo.
I'm
And they
I'm
went
going.
in the basement and they're still in that basement.
That's it, man. It's like one of those horror stories. Like, what's the name of that movie? Was it Bad Ronald or something like that? Do you remember that TV
Yeah.
movie, Bad Ronald? Okay, I'm
Yeah,
going to
Bad
choose two
Ronald,
here
that's right,
actually,
yeah.
because there's a lot of good titles here. I'm going to choose
Okay.
Chomps from my childhood. I'm not going to say it's a great movie.
Mm.
It's Wizzy Yuri. I think didn't Gino say he knew Wizzy Yuri? Um,
Yeah, he did.
and I'm going to choose Butcher Baker Nightmare Maker.
Wow, I'm surprised you didn't pick The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari.
I know. I was I'm
I
trying
can't
to
believe
get.
that's a 4K restoration on a DVD.
Well, it's 4K restoration
Uh,
downscale.
oh, I know, but I'm saying on the DVD, it seems a bit ridiculous. I get it on a Blu-ray, but on a DVD, I pick The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari in Caliber 9 because I do like Caliber 9.
Carbon Nine's a great movie, actually. I have that.
Never seen
I have
Cannibal
the Fernando
Apocalypse,
de
which is
Leo collection.
shocking.
Do you have the Fernando de Leo collections? I got the first one, but I don't know the second one.
I did have them, but I ended up getting rid of them when I moved.
Ah, sure,
Sadly.
go first, man.
I'm going to pick The Card Player.
Oh, sticking it to me, huh? Sticking it to me. So I'm going to pick Captain Newman, MD. I love Gregory Peck and Tony Curtis together. It's
Yeah.
just easy choice for me. Ooh, now I get to go. Now here we go. I'm going to choose the Carol Lombard collection, actually.
Oh, I'm going to pick The Cat and the Canary and the Cary Grant collection.
I was going to say. So I'm going to choose the second one too, which is Career Opportunities. Because oh my
Yeah, I
God,
thought you'd pick that.
look at her, man.
We
She's
picked that one. I've got the Blu-ray of that from Imprint, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's already got some. It's already got some scratches from I've had to rewind it. You know what I'm saying?
you cannot. True story. I used to rent this movie right on VHS, like a lot of people did. But after a
Yeah.
while, like
Mute this.
the thing with VHS, by the way, guys, is if somebody like rewinds or rewatches certain scenes, they start to get like kind of glitchy. And
Maybe, didn't I? Kind of like, yeah.
so the scene with her riding the thing would get a little jumpy.
Well,
Because
he's saying for you. My cousin, right? He owned a video rental store, and the
oh,
Jodie Foster movie, The Accused. You know where she gets attacked, right?
yeah,
He said when you watched it, that's where that would happen on that film. He said so many people would rent that film just to watch that scene, but it really creeped him out.
yeah, just hearing that creeps me out. That's
Yeah,
disturbing, man.
yeah.
That's like, hey, who's renting this
Okay,
movie?
I'm gonna pick. I'll wait. I will pick Bob Hope all day, every day. So call it in the draft.
Well, I am going to pick one of the greatest movies ever made, Change of Habit with Elvis Presley and Mary Tyler Moore.
Oh, very
I like
nice.
Elvis Presley. It's not a great movie, but I do like Elvis Presley. Mary Tyler Moore, I thought was absolutely stunning.
We know what one you're gonna pick on this one. The one on the far left.
Oh, it's Charlie Chan. But no, I'll leave Charlie Chan for you because I'm going to pick Chato's Land.
Oh, what's this? Any of you have Hot Dog the movie? I think
Oh,
Aaron
I
has
wish I
Hot
did
Dog the
actually.
movie.
I love Hot Dogs movie. I used to own it at one point.
I would pick. I'd probably pick two here. I'd probably pick Charlie Chan and the Curse of the Dragon Queen because it's like so hilariously bad
Yeah.
for a Charlie Chan movie. It's more a spoof kind of funny side, really. And I'd pick Kato's Land. Okay, this is easy. China and Rin Tin Tin.
All right. Cinema's First Nasty Women box set, 100%. And La Chinese, Bajano Cadard.
Mm.
Okay,
Ooh,
my go here first, and I like this because Code of Silence I actually really dig. So Code of
great
Silence
film.
for sure, and I will pick a second one this time. I'm going to choose Cobra Woman because
Oh, I love that. I love that cover.
it is a gorgeous cover, huh?
I will pick Cold Sweat.
Good title. Here you go. You're first.
Mm. I think I'm going to pick College.
Good one. I'm going to go with The Comeback, and as a secondary one, Come September, because Come September is a really good movie.
All right.
But I can't pass out on a Pete Walker, especially that one.
Connecting Rooms didn't indicate release that. Connecting Rooms.
I don't know, actually. I don't
I'm
remember.
sure. I'm sure they did. I'm sure they did because I think I own it.
So is that your choice, Connecting Rooms?
No, that's not because it's your turn to pick first.
Oh, then I got a big old Convoy. I picked Convoy.
Comba. What's Comba?
Convoy.
Oh, Convoy. Because you were saying because it sounded like you were going Comba. And I was like, what's Conga?
I got a big old
I pick Connecting Rooms.
it is a
Oh, this
Okay,
is
you
easy for me.
all right, go
Two
for
on
it.
this one: The
Go
Crime of
for
the
it.
Century and The Criminal.
All right. Well, I'm gonna pick Curse of the Undead and The Crimson River because I already own Cut and Run.
Well, not cutting money.
I already own it. So no. It's a great title though. Code Red Pod did initially.
That's going to get a 4K at some point, surely.
Oh, here's a good one. So I get to go first this time, and I'm going to definitely choose Dark Intruder. I like that movie a lot.
Well, I'm surprised you didn't pick Daddy and the Muscle Academy and Dark and True because that'd be a great double bill.
Well, I left that for you because I knew you want to go Daddy and Muscle Academy. I have a second one, but I was leaving one for you, which was what I'll say it anyway. Dead Heat on American Road.
All
Great
right,
James Corden.
I picked Danielle and Daddy and the Muscle Academy.
You get to go first
Oh,
here.
this is easy. Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid.
It's not easy for me because I like most of these titles. So I'll choose Death on the Nile because I absolutely adore that film, and Death Wish.
So you're going to keep picking two then?
Oh no, just the times that with those two, like I could not like pass
Okay.
out on this.
Okay, let's have a look.
Like for here, this would be one.
I'm going to pick Desire.
And I'll pick Desperately Seeking Susan. That's my childhood, man. I saw this
That's
in
got a
theater.
lovely box set over it. That's got a lovely box set over it.
You're saying Desperately Seeking Susan has a great box?
Yeah. It's got a nice rigid box with a book and everything.
Oh, that's okay. Didn't expect that. That's turn of events. Okay,
Yeah.
I've already got Devil's
With
Knee.
a smell card.
Ooh, this is one
So,
my dad would choose. If he doesn't have it, I'll be surprised if Dad doesn't have this if he's watching. The Diamond Wizard
Diamond
3D.
Wizard is a 3D. Yeah.
Yeah,
If there's something I know about your dad, is he loves his 3D.
He totally does. And it was not easy to get that TV there. I'm going to say right now, me and my cousin. Well, me and him and Raj wrapped up the TV like really carefully because it's a big TV, right? Put it in
Yeah.
the back of Raj's car, and we drove, got on the ferry from North Sydney to Newfoundland, and oh God, I know it was horrible like night. Got across there, drove up to Dad's, and then brought the TV down into Dad's movie room.
He says he don't have it.
Doesn't have the Diamond Wizard. Oh, Dad, it's what, $9.99 for the Diamond Wizard.
It's 999. You could get
That's
it
a
right
good
now,
price,
Glenn,
man.
for 999.
And a slip cover
And it's got
too.
a slip. Jump on it.
You know, also I'm going to say this: all 3D slip covers should be lenticular.
I agree, yeah, because it goes with the 3D aspect, doesn't it?
It does.
I picked the Diabolical Dr. Z.
That's a good title.
Shipping's
There's a lot of
free
things.
if you go over a certain amount, I believe. Oh, no, because you're in Canada, aren't you? It won't be free.
No,
But it might
it
not be
used to
too bad. Just look into it, Glenn.
Shipping for here. I'll go down here. I'll come back up for it. FAQs. Before you order. Shipping. Come on. Shipping. Canadian International Shipping. Well, if I'm
What
shipping
if
to
I'm
Canada?
shipping outside the US? Oh, okay, there you go.
Shipping fees are currently based on postage rates for US to Canada. Well, thanks for that helpful information.
Ooh.
They used to at least have, they had like basically a.
All I can say, Glenn, is put it in the car, have a look, and say. You
That's
might
what I
want a
do.
couple more things in the car as well if it comes to it, maybe.
All right, this is you. You get to go first here, man.
I'm going to. Someone on YouTube made a fan-made music video of clips of the Colony and career opportunities using the song from the musician Mr. Kitty called After Dark. Very nice. I'm a big fan of Dinosaurs TV series, so I'm going to pick the movie Dinosaurs because I know that came first as a prequel movie.
Totally. I'm going to choose Dirty O'Neill.
Yeah, I thought you might.
Yeah. I'm okay right here. This is me. Do Much. I like Do Much actually.
I will say this: The Don is Dead is surprisingly good.
It is a good movie actually. Not too surprising either. But I'm actually kind of surprised you didn't pick Ernst Lubitsch like the doll. That's a good that's a good one too.
The Don is Dead is really good.
But,
Ooh.
You get to go first this time. That's a good one too. What do you
Okay,
choose?
well, I'm gonna pick three titles here. I'm gonna pick Doctor Phibes double feature, Doctor and the Daleks, Doctor and the Daleks, Phasieff and Dragnet.
That's 4. You can't pick 4, man. You can pick 3. 3 is your max.
Well, there's only 2 left for you to pick now.
No, you see, you don't get Dragnet. So I'm picking Dragnet with Dr. Psycho.
Well.
You tried to cheat me, man.
I did.
I wish it was free shipping after a bit here.
I think the $50 thing doesn't count for Canada, though.
No, it doesn't, unfortunately.
It's your turn.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Eden and After?
Oh, dear. I'm going to pick the Eagle and the Hulk.
Yeah. Not much choice is there, was there?
Oh, my turn. I pick the triple bill of Emmanuel Turn Goodbye Emmanuel. Whoa.
Oh, son of a...
That should have been a box set.
It should have been a box set. I reiterate your choice. I'm sorry, there's not anything else that really kind of stands out to me there. But yeah, I'll agree with you there. Here I'm picking Escape from Alcatraz and Evil Under the Sun, which is my absolute favorite Pro, like with
Oh,
the Peter Ustinov.
really?
Yeah, I actually really
Nice.
love that one. It's so good. I mean, and the mystery is so clever. I liked it. As a kid, I remember
Yeah.
figuring it out too, and I was like happy with myself.
I'm going to pick Every Day's a Holiday and the Epic of Everest because I've got the BFI of that.
I knew. Well, I didn't know Epic of Everest, but I knew for sure Mae West was my choice.
Hmm.
That's why I did not choose it. Here you go. This is you.
I'm picking Phantom Ass, and I'll have to pick the FX collection because I love FX.
That is nice. I got to go with Todd Slaughter's The Face at the Window. I love Todd Slaughter,
Nice.
and
Is that
and
new box set from Indicator?
it should be, yeah. And of
Hmm.
course, for a backup, I'll pick Fancy Pants, which I'm surprised you didn't pick, Mister Ali Babo.
Yes. Yeah, I'll always pick Bob Hope, but Phantom Ass is. But I see, I'm going to pick it again. Phantom Ass from the
Actually, this is
1960s.
my turn, so maybe we'll see if you're
Oh,
gonna pick it. Actually, I will leave that for you. But I'm picking the Fernando de Leo collections and the Fear No Evil, Ritual of Evil double feature.
hold on, you picked three.
That's three. Remember, three is the max.
Only I can pick three.
Three is the max, dude.
Oh, I picked Phantom Ass and Farewell Friend. Farewell Friend was really surprisingly good. I'd never seen it before, and I really liked it.
Alain Delon is amazing. I think he's great in everything, man. I love Alain Delon.
Hmm.
Do I like the Kenneth Branagh? I do like Kenneth Branagh's portrayal of Perot. I think
My only
okay here
problem.
as we get to the film noir ones, we're gonna have to choose volumes and not just like pick everyone because there's gonna
Okay.
be.
Well, I just want to say this quickly about the Ken Brown Poiros. I like them. I just don't like all the CGI in them.
I mean, that's there's not too much when you really think about it. I
There's
haven't seen
tons
Death in
of it.
Venice yet. Have you seen Death in Venice?
No, because that's new, isn't it?
Yeah, so that's
I still got to watch Death on the Nile because I watched Murder on the Orient Express when I was in the hotel, and I bought Death on the Nile, but I haven't watched it yet.
Death in
So
All is really good. It's better for, in my opinion. Like I know that's a little bit like
hmm.
controversial, but I
A
like
lot
it
of people
better.
I've spoken to said that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the
Okay.
mustache isn't as big, by the way.
Yeah.
Uh, is it Death on the Nile or Murder on the Orient Express, where they kind of give his mustache a backstory? One of them to give his mustache a
I
backstory.
think it's Murder on the Orient Express.
Oh, yeah, I think it is actually. Like they've changed some stuff around. I grew up reading the Poe. I grew up like reading. Well, I've read every book in my library when I was down. I lived in a small town, so that's not that big of a deal. But I read all the Christies over and over again, and so I read all the Perot's, all the Miss Marples, the Tuppence ones, and why don't
Yeah.
they ask Evan stuff like that. But they changed a few things. They change things all the time. David Suchet's like Perot was probably the closest to getting it all right. His
Yeah.
series. But because Peter Ustinov doesn't look like Perot at all. He's just a good character actor. And Kenneth Branagh does a good job, but he changes a lot around. Because he brings back a
Because he
character from the
directs them
first
as well,
movie.
doesn't he? He
Well,
directs them
yeah,
as well.
yeah. I mean, like in the first movie, there's a guy, like a young guy, right? He's almost like a sidekick type character, uh,
Yeah.
who didn't have as big a role and was very different in the book. Uh, and he's not in like Death on the Nile, but he is in the movie, and they literally write him in there, give him a side story that
Weird.
nothing to do with the book, but it works. It works. All right. Is it me
Okay.
or you this time? So we have to pick like maximum two, but we have to say which
I
numbers.
think it's you. I think.
It's me. I'll pick volume one because I really like that one. It's got the
Hmm.
most in it, but and I have
Yeah.
it, so I'm actually gonna go with. So I'll say that one.
I think
And
I'm going to pick. Let's see. Oh, that's easy. Volume two, because volume two, other than Fund on the Hill, which is a decent movie, but The Price of Fear and The Female Animal are the two better movies in that set.
those are really good movies. Like, on all honesty, guys, you can pick out. I'm gonna say anything these film noir sets, but here we go again.
Price of Fear is incredible.
Yeah. Okay, you go first this time.
Okay, I'm looking at the titles because I know more about the title than obviously the box art. I really like Volume 6.
I am going to pick, and I don't know if I've seen every movie on here, but the titles intrigue me, so I'm going to pick this
Mm.
one. 11, A Woman's Vengeance. I was a shoplifter. Behind the High Wall. I was a
You
shoplifter
finally
just
admit it. You finally admit you was a shoplifter. I'm glad we
that's
got
it,
that
man.
on tape.
And for this one here, I am going to choose 12. Yeah, because I like undertale a
I'm
lot.
going to I'm going to pick 14 because I love a go undercover, and I like going up a one-way street, and I like Appointment with a Shadow.
Actually, that's not a bad one. I've seen a couple of those movies. Actually, I'll be honest with you. Anybody could pick up any of these here and feel pretty safe.
For the most part, yeah. Unless
Yeah.
you live in the UK, and then you might not feel safe because the Indica might release them. Or Arrow, but in a better version. But they're good.
But they'll be more expensive too. That's the thing, right?
That's true.
All right, it's your turn now.
Okay, Who Dares Wins?
What's that at?
That's the final option.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was like, what the hell? I'm going to go with the pretty predictable one for me, The Flesh and the Fiends with Peter Cushing.
Nice.
And going first here, this is really easy, actually. No, it's not. Shoot, there's two that I would like. But I'm going to choose. I'm going to keep myself at one. I'm going to choose Reefer Madness and Sex Madness.
Ooh. I'm going to pick Unflick.
I will say right now, see these right here, these here,
Yeah.
I want all of these.
I want all of them.
Like if whatever is in, like, because they were fairly inexpensive when I was out in Canada. So I'm going to start whatever is there at my Sunrise. I'm picking up.
Come on. I wish I could pick them all up, to be honest.
There's some nice titles here.
Yeah.
That's it. Maybe I'll grab you on them there, man.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
But what do you choose here, though?
I'm going to pick The Lash. The Penitent is.
Oh, really?
Oh, no, sorry. I'm going to pick She Shouldn't Say No. I prefer that title.
That's actually a good movie. Actually, it's fun, and it's one of the ones they made fun of a lot when it comes to like stuff like what was the movie? Was it Kentucky Fried Movie, or was it like Came from Hollywood, where they do like oh my God, I can't look what happened to her because she went to the city. I'm going to
It would
choose.
be Kentucky.
I got to choose Test Tube Babies and Guilty Parents.
I like that. Test Tube Babies. I love that. I love that they're all almost double movies.
They are, and like, oh, here's some good ones here. So, my turn to go first this time, and this is it was not an easy one. These are all so good. I'm not gonna lie. But I gotta go with Wages of Sin. I just love that title, man.
Ooh, very nice. I'm going to pick Peekaboo, B-Girl Rhapsody.
Oh, that's a cool one. I like that. Is that like a? It does have like a Betty Page type look to it, you know.
It does, doesn't it?
You know what? I kind of am sad. I'm sad we're past
Yeah.
these.
Yeah.
Because they stand out. They really stand out.
They do.
Dad, you should be buying all of these, man. I'm just telling you right now.
Yeah, you should pick them all up, Glenn, and you should review them on the Patreon.
And you should pick me one up for Christmas. There you go.
And since I'm your long lost son, you should pick me some up as well.
It's your turn for this one, man.
I'm going to pick A Force of One and A Foreign Affair.
Good titles. Really good titles, actually. I'll pick the Francois Truffaut collection for this one right here.
Nice.
And because I'm a massive fan of them, Force of Evil. I love John Garfield.
I think Radiance are releasing all those Truffaut movies.
But Radiance is also the company that wouldn't send me review copies. I'm not bitter. You're bitter. Okay, you go, man.
I'm going to pick The French Conspiracy. And
Oh,
Fritz Lang. I wouldn't mind that Fritz Lang collection. That's pretty good. 12 Blu-ray set.
it's a nice set. Actually, I had it in my hands a few times to pick up.
What's it like? What's it like? Is it multiple cases in a box?
Multiple cases in a box. It's it's the thin box because done back in the day.
Hmm.
But yeah, like I think it's kind of slim. It's slimline if I remember correctly. It's been a
Okay,
while,
cool.
but I remember
So, yeah,
HMV days. Like this is how long ago for me, right? HMV days.
yeah. Okay. I just wondered, have you got the special edition Blu-ray of Congo from Kino? But no, I don't. Sorry about that, Alan.
The front page is my choice for this one.
Cool. I thought you might pick that one because that's a good choice.
I love films like that. Okay, there's some interesting ones here. One of these I own, by the way.
Okay.
But is mine go first? Okay, I
Yeah.
will pick. I'll pick Gambit with Shirley MacLaine and Michael Caine, and I'll pick The Gilded Lily with Claudette Colbert.
Nice. I'll pick the Ghostbreakers, and I will not be picking Ghost Warrior because that's a terrible movie.
It is actually. I have that one. Ghostbreakers I left there for you because I knew you want the Bob Hope one.
Yeah, definitely pick that one.
Here you go, man.
Okay, I'm going to pick Mae West, Go West, Young Man, and I'm going to pick The Girl Hunters.
I'm going to choose Girl on Motorcycle. I would love to have more of these type of films. I'm surprised it's not a Jezebel release. And Gloria.
Nice.
And I'll just choose one here, and that is going to be Golden Earrings with Ray Milland and Marlene Dietrich.
I'm going to pick. Oh, this is hard. Golden Needles isn't very good, so I'm not going to pick that. I think I'm going to pick Going to Town and God's Gun.
You're not picking any Jim Kelly.
Nope. That movie was terrible.
Oh, this is going to be really hard. Oh, I don't know what to pick. There's so much choice, man. Actually, I'm going to pick Gorky Park.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, that's easy, isn't it? I'm going to pick Gomorrah season 4.
Are you a fan of Gomorrah? Have you seen it?
I've watched some of it. It's really good.
Oh, cool. I actually haven't seen it. So, just Gorky
It's
Park.
it's classified as an Italian Sopranos.
That's kind of cool. Hopefully, it's better than Sopranos on it.
Hopefully, this one's easy, isn't it? The Great Escape.
Well, for me, it is a movie from my childhood, and it's Gotcha. And I can't see this without actually getting the song stuck in my head. This is a fun film about this guy that goes to I think it's Anthony Edwards, right? Yeah, Anthony Edwards. So he goes to Paris or something like that. Goes to another country, and he meets up with Linda Fiorentino, and she's a spy, and he gets caught up in a spy adventure. It was a really fun film.
Nice. I need to watch that one.
That's a good one. I mean, this is something like VSU. That's something I see VSU doing.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, it's my go first, isn't it?
Yeah.
I got to stick with my Canadian roots, and I picked The Grey Fox, one of my favorite Canadian films of all time, actually.
That does look like a Canadian film.
It is so good. It's about the first train robber, and Richard Farnsworth plays him. It's a fantastic movie.
Cool. I'm going to pick The Great Train Robbery.
The second, they're not as good, but still decent. But I got to see something here. I got to know if there's any features on The Grey Fox because I really need to get this movie down the road. This is really good. Have you ever seen it, by the way?
No, sadly.
4K restoration, audio commentary with Alex Cox, Peter O'Brien interview, Michael Conway Baker interview. Yeah, this used to show on TV a lot when I was a kid, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, Bill Miner, yeah, emerged in 1901, a free man without a place in 20th century society. Hands up, said the sergeant. Hands up. Great film. Dad, do you remember this movie? Why am I yelling? It's like he's next door or something like that. Hey, Dad, come over.
He yelled back. A hard day.
I'm going to choose. These are good ones here. There's some good ones actually. I kind of want to choose "Go On and Call the Dam" because it's so batshit insane, but I'll choose "Hard Country."
Okay, cool. We can pick on this one. This is a great. This is a great list. This one.
Oh, it is. I will check two. I will take "Hard Target" because 4K John Claude Van Damme. Hell yeah!
Mm.
And I'll choose "Hatch for Honeymoon."
Okay, well, I'll pick the hard way and hardcore because I like both of those.
Great movie. Paul Schrader, fantastic film. This is your turn to go first, man.
I'm going to pick High Plains Drifter.
Good title. I'm going to choose "The Hills Run Red" because I like Henry Silva. I'm a massive Henry Silva and Dan Duryea too. My dad's a massive.
Nice.
I think my dad is probably the biggest Dan Duryea fan I've ever met.
Awesome.
Now, Hell's House, I would pick this, but I've already got it. It's a really good title.
Yeah.
So here it's easy for me because I'm going to choose The Hitchhiker and the British International Picture Selection.
I'm going to pick Hollywood. I'm going to pick Hollywood Land.
That's a movie with people in it. It's not bad.
Yeah.
You're first.
Oh, what am I going to pick? Human Desire.
Glenn Ford, who my dad is named after, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah, I am going like legitimate. His name is written the same way too. And now it's social insurance number. Not just
So you're telling me his name's Glenn Ford Penn?
Yeah, there you go, Glenn Ford Penn. Hound of the Baskervilles with Peter Cook and Dudley Moore, because I like Cook and Moore as a comedy team. I don't remember this one, but I did like their comedy work.
Okay. Cool.
And here, there's some good stuff here. The Hunter Will Get You, because John Paul Belmondo, you just can't beat him. And I'll choose the I Walk Alone, Burt Lancaster, Elizabeth Scott. I'm a massive Elizabeth Scott fan, actually. I like some good ones, man.
I'm going to pick The Hunchback of Notre Dame and I Walk Alone.
So you choose the same one I chose?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't just choose Mae West. I left Mae West for you.
Oh, can't just keep picking the same, can I? I'm going to pick my favourite, The Iceman Cometh on the Icy Breast.
Icy Breast, man. Alain Delon, though, man. Is he ever bad? I don't think he is he?
No.
I'm going to choose Illustrious Corpse because that's Lino Ventura. Lino Ventura is a gun. He's the Humphrey Bogart of Italy.
Yeah.
Oh, great. I guess I'm not going to rap, so I'm not choosing Informer. So I'll choose Impasse for Burns.
I will pick The Immortal because that's the movie from
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
You get to go first.
This is easy. The Ipcris File.
Good title. But so, however, Irma La Douche.
Ooh.
Oh, great. I get to go first this time. I'm going to choose Jack the Giant Killer.
That's a good film.
And actually, secondary one, Jacques Brel is alive and well and living in Paris. Jacques Brel is massively huge, like kind of a beat poet singer. And my better half introduced me to him and to his music and stuff he done. And it's like it's really great, really haunting stuff.
Cool. I picked The Italian Job.
The original one too. That's on 4K.
Oh, this one's easy. I pick Joan of Arc.
I am going to pick Journey to Shiloh, James Caan, Michael Sarazan, and Brenda Scott.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back. My package is there.
All right. Soon we will see Malcolm's package. By the way, after this, we're going to give our thoughts on the Vinegar Syndrome announcements that happened yesterday. Because the Vinegar Syndrome announcements, you got to see this here on our Patreon. You got to see our actual fresh out of the gate announcements. Are we sleepy today? A bit, man. After we got off the video, Maddie, we talked for about an hour. So we're very sleepy today. I slept for a bit today. So did Malcolm. I think I slept a bit longer than Malcolm did, though. Has the package arrived? What did Malcolm get today? Is it a book? Is it a movie?
Hey, thank you very much. Hey, and I'm back.
So is this your Adam and Eve package?
This is my Adam and Eve package.
All right. Is this unboxable?
My Vinegar Syndrome stuff's just shipped.
Ooh, are you serious already?
Yeah, just shipped. Hey, gents, are we sleeping today? Yes, I didn't. I slept for 2 hours, Matty.
Is this unboxable on the channel?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
If I don't show the, what do you call it ones, if I look first, I can, show. Let's have a look. So, okay, this is good. So, first of all, we've got the manga called Secret XXX.
Obviously, that's a good Vin Diesel movie, right?
This is the future Vin Diesel movie, and this was what him and Paul Walker were going to make after they did the Fast and Furious franchise. Basically, this is uncensored gay hentai, basically.
Oh, cool.
Just so you know. So, looking forward to reading that. This one is a dirty one, so glad they wrapped that up, so I won't show that on the cam.
You'll have to use your imaginations, guys.
Yeah, so I've got Absolution, which is a graphic novel. It's about a woman who basically executes people. It's actually quite nice, eh? I don't know if you can see.
The artwork's great.
Yeah, so I've got that. Oh, hello. Woo! I'll show that one. Oh, I'll show you after the stream, Aaron. Oh, my
there you
word.
go, see? If you guys were
I'm going to tell you right now.
Here's a patron. That's when you see that stuff.
I'm going to be honest with you, that just rose my happy radar. This one's a bit weird, right? This is called Casual Fling, this one, right? And basically it's about a woman who's cheating. But look at that. How weird is that? But that bit there is turned there. It
is strange. I've only seen that a couple times, but usually it's for like older books.
Yeah, so that's a bit weird, but this looks interesting. This was only £5, so I thought, I'll pick it up,
£5 for reading
I got this beautiful manga set called Ryuko. Look at that.
That's really nice, actually.
Really happy to have this because I've been wanting to read this for a while. So it's a two-parter, and it has some archives in. The box is actually really hard rigid cardboard. So that's nice. We've got a few more here. Then we've got Hit Me, which is the same as that, one, where it's on the side as well.
Maybe it's the style they're doing for those books.
I think, yeah, because it's from the same company. So there's a lot of nudity in this one. Oh, look at those Mamma Mias. Oh. There's a woman in here, Aaron, right? She's got fishnet stockings on, right? Choking another naked woman in a figure four necklock.
Are you sure you may be too innocent for that book, Mark?
Oh, I've got a feeling that tonight's going to be a great night.
Let's go straight to the Patreon.
Let's go straight to Patreon. I like that.
We'll leave some for Patreon. We'll leave some of these actually for Patreon next time. So remember these.
And this one is called Out, which is basically a World War II prisoner of war comic graphic novel, which somebody said was like reading a movie, and it's got zombies and demons in it and all sorts. So I was like, yeah, I'll give that a go,
That's kind of cool, actually.
The company is called AWA Upshot, but I got most of these, from Amazon.
So it's
So
American
they're really
wrestling.
cheap. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what they went into. So after they gave up the wrestling, they went into making.
Vince McMahon put them on.
I'm going to open this up. I'll open this up underneath the cam so I can say. So you can see my live reaction.
Before we go back to Kino, because not everybody's on Patreon, unfortunately. What I want to show the Vinegar Syndrome stuff and get our next day reaction. Oh, comic shop, some other graphic novels price $29.
Oh yes.
You should definitely go there, Maddie. And
What's
take
going
pictures
on?
of what you get. Because Maddie sends me pictures of stuff that he gets.
Oh, send me pictures, Matty. Send me all the dirty pictures of all the graphic stuff and everything. Send me pictures of everything. If you walk down the road and you see something on the street, send me a picture.
So if you see some crap,
yeah, if you see some poo on the street, take a picture and send it to me. Do it. Anyway, that's a bit weird. So that's.
Is that like totally white?
Hmm.
Let me refresh. It's not white on my page. Is
No,
it still
not
white?
white on mine either. I can see it.
I was white for a second. All right, here we go. We're going to do this one at a time. So first,
Daryl.
Your thoughts on Daryl as the next VHS?
Excited. It's exciting because I've always heard good things but never seen it. So I'm glad I'm going to get to see it. I'm glad I'm going to get to see it for the first time in 4K. So I'm really happy about that.
It's the type of movie that I thought they'd be putting out for VSUs, more so than like Roadhouse or Showgirls. Like I expect stuff like this. That's why there's other titles like kind of like more kind of fun, family-friendly titles that are really cool. Definitely worth picking up. It is, it's Moroccan. So I just put this in Canadian dollars.
Let's put Moroccan money. I like Moroccan money. 418.77
dirhams. That's what Moroccan money is.
Dirhams.
But
I wish you'd put it in US or Great British pounds. It always bugs me when I see Canadian because I'm like, why is it so much? They go, it's in Canadian.
Yeah, that's it. That's so you can see how much I have to suffer, man.
I don't like that. I reckon you're right. I reckon it's going to be a slipcover for this lenticular one because it looks like that could easily be made into a lenticular.
It does. It looks like it, and it's an easy one to do. Something you can have fun with.
I'm not thrilled about the box artwork, but it looks like it would be a double lenticular.
Yeah, I got a feeling that because look at this here. Can't you just see some lenticular, something slipping over this?
Yeah. Or even the bit on the back coming into a human, then back into a skeleton.
Yeah. So that we knew what that was anyway. But here's the one.
So I've been thinking about the Lost Picture show set.
Yeah.
Right, and I was talking to my wife. I was talking to Alex. I was talking to the pigeon outside, and we all discussed this. And I said the Vinegar Syndrome Lost Picture show feels more like an Africa release in quality than it does what I would have expected for Vinegar Syndrome.
But I've gotten into Vinegar Syndrome. It seems like early Vinegar Syndrome too, because they were like that. But before we do the last picture show, let's look at the one that practically made you squeal.
Yeah, I squealed in the live last night from that. I couldn't believe it. I was so excited.
Fatal Games is coming to Blu-ray.
So, people on Facebook are saying that the slipcover's horrible.
Are they serious? This is an amazing slipcover.
They're saying it looks AI generated, and it looks like no effort was put into it.
Oh, for God's sakes! Like, okay, here's the thing: we are getting Fatal Games, 1984. One of the few actual, still like kind of classic slashers left out there. So they had to complain about something, right? So why not slipcover? I'm sorry, no.
I just can't wait to watch it in HD and actually see a decent print of it.
Exactly. And here's the thing. If you don't like slipcover, take off slipcover.
Yeah.
Sally Kirkland. I forgot she was in this movie.
You need to get Fatal Games, Matty. It's one of the greatest movies of all time.
Yeah, it is a cool film. I wouldn't go that far, but it's definitely and as the slashers
If
goes
you
through.
want to be an OG, you got to own Fatal Games. That's the way I see it.
And here we go, the box set.
But most people are disappointed with.
Actually, I talked to Master Chaos about this last night, and he was initially, I think he was initially like kind of disappointed, but he ended up buying it because he thinks it's interesting enough to get. So I worked my magic.
Well, I think, don't get me wrong, I think it's interesting because I always get the Africa releases anyway. But I don't think, the Africa style, I mean, like movies. But I don't think this was what anybody was expecting, really. I thought they were expecting bigger and better stuff.
I wasn't. This is exactly what I was expecting.
Because a lot of people on the forums were saying about how they were disappointed because none of the movies apparently on Letterboxd. Most of these films nobody's ever heard of ever, for the most part. But to me, movies are movies. If I'm getting them, I'll watch them at some point.
Here's the thing, America. It's either going to go usually one or two ways. And for those who have gotten the Forgotten Jelly box sets and looked at the forums afterwards, you're gonna know this. Forgotten Jelly, when it first came out, the first film comes out, like, I don't know any of these movies.
I did. I knew Trauma.
Oh yeah, but most people are like, I don't know these movies. What the hell are these movies? These movies suck. Second or third one comes out, I know all these movies. These movies are way too well known. Why is this Forgotten Jelly? Like, make up your mind, man.
Yeah.
And it was usually the same damn people saying that every time. And
they released a trailer for this, didn't they? Vinegar Syndrome.
I haven't seen it.
They released a trailer. It's one of the most boring trailers you'll ever see in your life. It's like really dull. But I think it was supposed to be done like a really old time kind of trailer. But what I will say is, as much as I'm not looking forward to this as much as I thought I would, I'm still interested in it. I'm definitely going to be watching it. I think my expectations are going to be met because Africa releases, I'll buy them and I might watch a couple of movies and go, oh God, why did I buy a set? And then by the end of it, I'm like, yeah, that set wasn't that bad.
See,
I feel more interested in the documentary, because I think that's going to be really interesting. Yeah. Even though they stole Rye's synopsis and write-up, and the 2 perfect bound books inside it, which will tell me more about the movies, that will make me appreciate more.
Which is absolutely fantastic. But like here, like you got here, Carlos Tobolina, who is a solid filmmaker.
Infrasexum is his best movie, when he kisses the other guy.
Joe Sarno, also an amazing filmmaker. Love Joe Sarno's work. You're going to get like some pretty quality stuff when it comes to Sarno. It's actually, at the very least, it's going to look fantastic. And oh my God, did I not know that I wanted to see a movie called The Rare Blue Apes of Cannibal Isle, because that
because the way they look.
Yeah, it looks insane. And I love that. I mean, like, I'll be honest with you, like, it's $102, like Canadian. That's not a lot of money. Like for 11 movies, like 10 movies documented, it's 11 movies, 2 books, $100 Canadian. That's good.
I was looking at the forums, and is it Justin that works for Vinegar Syndrome?
Justin Liberty.
That's it. He was commenting, and people were going, "What's the box set going to be like?" He said, "You wait and see. You're going to be blown away by it." So, and that was after this was announced.
Yeah, they're really being like very, very like undercover with the box set. Like they've said here.
But the thing is, you can see it in their hand. You can see it in the hand, so it's not that big because they're holding it.
I don't know. No, I don't think so. I think we're seeing part of the box set.
Oh, well, we'll find out in November. Well, December when people start getting it.
I think that's on purpose. But it's not going to be a huge as in like that, because its price point is actually.
It's definitely 2 movies a disc, maybe 3. Sure.
But for some of these here, like you could put 2 or 3 on it without compromising it, because here's the thing: some of these are going to be shorter films.
Yeah, I think this is one Matty needs to pick up.
I can't believe people's complaints were they weren't on Letterboxd. Are you serious?
Yeah, because people want to read reviews on them, don't they? That's why people need letterbox nowadays. It's like how people need sat navs. They can't live without sat navs and use maps anymore.
Can you
And letterbox is
imagine
exactly the same.
if they had like, can you imagine in the days like Malcolm where you went to a store and picked up rented a VHS and
You have no idea about.
yeah, because oh, look at this. I wonder what this is about. I don't know. I guess I'll find out.
I still remember that happening to me with Once Were Warriors, right? And to this day, that movie's had a long-lasting effect on me.
Yeah. That was a great movie too.
Bill can, yeah, sure. Bill can add them to letterbox. It's true. That's what happens with most of the
Actually,
adult
yeah.
stuff.
Be the first person, guys. Be the first person to watch the movie and add the review to Letterbox.
Well, that's what happens with all the adult stuff when it's released. Most of the time, it's not already on there. If you look up to Boo, there's only the first date on there. So, do you know what I mean? What I'm saying is, I think you need. What I will say though about Letterbox, which always annoys me, is when you watch the kung fu movies, sometimes there's 5 actor profiles for the same actor on Letterbox.
See, I'm one of the people. I'm one of those few people that haven't got it in the Letterbox yet. Like you've not, that like everybody like, oh my god, how can you?
I looked you up on there, and you were there.
Yeah, and I've never. Have you seen how much I've used it?
But you said you weren't on there.
Oh, no, I'm on there. I just don't use it. Like
I think it can be a bit tedious, can't it? Sometimes. I mean, I do it because I like sharing it with Darth Sidious and that and other people. But sometimes it can be a bit tedious when I tell you what they do, but I hate on Letterboxd. I will watch a movie, I will rate it, and then like months later, I'll be going down an actor's filmography and find out for some reason that's unrated again.
That's the thing.
And that annoys me. Matt is going to add them all to Letterboxd for everybody. Thanks, Matty. You look like you got bad nose.
No, actually, good news. Actually, just to let my dad know something. Sorry about that, guys. He was asking about a movie. Let's just give him some information on it.
Ooh.
But I mean, like overall, like for me, like I said this last night, this is the best announcements we've had in a long, long time.
Yeah, I believe so. I think I'd be more excited about Prophecy if I didn't have, the 5-pack. I would have been really excited about that. Not to the extent of Fatal Games, but I would have been excited.
Do you have Corruption?
What one?
Oh, the Vinegar Syndrome one.
No.
It's not bad. It's a bit of a roughie.
And it's Corruption. Yes, I do own it. That's the adult one.
Yeah, and it's got like Jamie Gillis. It has like Last House on Dead End Street as a bonus.
Yeah, it's got that. I've got that. Yeah, I've got the slip. I was confused then.
I think Mimic is one of these titles, by the way. And I'll tell you why.
I reckon it's Phantoms.
See, I think it's, and I'll tell you why I think it's Mimic. Because it a 4K UHD debut of a slimy epic from one of the greatest genre filmmakers ever lived, Del Toro. Who did Phantoms?
Let me look it up just so I know, because sometimes I mix it up. Let's have a look. IMDb, Phantoms. Okay, Phantoms was made by Joe Chappelle. And it had Peter O'Toole in it.
Okay,
Rose McGowan.
Let me
and Lee Schreiber.
Greatest genre filmmakers of all time. Not one of the biggest pieces of crap that treated his cast like shit in Halloween 6. That would be Joe Chappelle.
Hey, but you got to remember, this is Vinegar Syndrome.
No, like the greatest
Joe Chappelle, master, one of the greatest of all time. I'm telling you, it's going to be him.
It'll be Del Toro. I think like people say there's a couple things that people said, oh, it could be this. And like I thought we talked about the Blob on Patreon, but Blob has got a Scream Factory 4K coming for that one, I think.
I can tell right now, but Phantoms is Paramount.
unless Phantoms like has never been on disc before, and it's slimy, like squirm-inducing carnage. I don't expect to be that. I don't expect to be. I expect Phantoms to come out down the road, but it doesn't fit the clue.
It does. It fits perfectly. I'm sorry, but it does.
It doesn't. Like Joe Chappelle's not one.
It
He's not a
does.
good director. Now he's not a very
He's a
well-known
brilliant
director.
director. He's a great director. He's like Josh Whedon. Amazing.
He's one of the like people on this channel know that Joe Chappelle is one of those guys I don't want to meet at a convention because
All right.
I legit have seriously harsh feelings.
Who would you rather meet, him or Cardona?
Well, since Cardona's passed away, I don't want to meet him anytime in
Well,
the
if
future.
Cardona, all right then. All right, let's make it more serious then. Would you rather meet him or Cardona's urn at a convention table?
Cardona's urn. I don't want to meet Joe Chappelle. I mean, early on when I was writing scripts, and I got to speak with a couple of people, and I'm not going to say who.
I know
I
there
heard
were.
stuff behind the scenes about that film.
Yeah.
And the harshness that went on there, and not just him, by the
But
way.
that's
Like,
cool.
there's also the
When you say harshness, are you talking about like serious abuse?
I mean, like stuff like disrespect
Like the Josh Whedon
to Donald Pleasance. Like he literally took Donald Pleasance. If you watch, there's two different versions. You've seen them both. Like Donald Pleasance opening, like narration, is taken out, and so is a lot of Donald Pleasance scenes because Joe Chappelle thought Donald Pleasance was boring. And I'm serious. Like I don't say this on my channel a lot, but fuck that guy. Like, and
I want to say this. I'm going to say something really serious here. If anybody can say that Donald Pleasance is boring when he was one of the best parts about that whole franchise,
yeah,
right? You got to be a moron, haven't you?
Yeah, and came back over and over again. Now, here's a guy who didn't like horror and just came in to like he came in like to fix up horror films for other people. He did that for Bloodlines. Like after there was issues with that, and he made it worse. He did it for Halloween 6. I still think he made that worse as well. Because neither cut. Ever notice that neither cut is a director's cut?
Yeah.
There's a theatrical cut and there's a producer's cut. There's no director's cut.
And there's the Dirty Loomis cut.
Hearsay. Okay, here's like allegedly the writer for Halloween 6 wrote around 13 different freaking endings for that movie. And you know, this is not on Chappelle either. This is on the Weinsteins as well. They're massively jackasses. I think we can easily say that one. There's no allegedly of that.
Well, Harvey is. I don't know about the other one because the other one doesn't seem to be that bad from what I've heard.
If he knew.
I mean, I could be wrong.
If he knew.
Yeah.
And it's your brother-in-law. So. But I think I really do. I think it's Mimic. I think that it's a pretty much a given. Like I try to think of another movie that could have come close to what it could be. But you know, Paramount, you got Paramount, you got like Del Toro, slimy kind of creature feature, 4K for the first time. And it's a good one. I mean, the Mimic would be a really great title. It's his first like big studio film. He did this one after Kronos, if I remember.
But was it Mimic had a trilogy?
It did, but yeah. Well, there's two.
All right, so they need to put all three out. This is what Matty says.
Peaches. They can do it, not Pretty Peaches. Sorry, they can do what they do with Taboo, right? They can put out 2 and 3 on like later on.
This is what Matty said. Matty says Melt's right. It is Phantoms. See, there you go.
It's totally not Phantoms.
Right? No. Matty says I had 700 films last year, and it keeps on getting bumped to 699. Yeah, that's the problem. You know, I mean, there must be people who never watch thousands because I've got like 4,000 I think watched on my letterboxd, and I swear it shoots down constantly.
I would have to look to see how much. What have I got on mine? Well, maybe 5. How seriousness? But yeah, I don't know the other I think you're right when you said it's probably going to be Cat 3, Craving.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Cat 3, the Blu-ray, definitely. You know, no messing around. I think that will be a Cat 3.
And for those like that, like just because I didn't like what initially, I wasn't a big fan of Ebola syndrome. I'm not. I'm a minority. Like that doesn't mean I don't like category 3 films. I just didn't.
Well,
film.
I was talking to my wife about it, and I said, Aaron didn't like Ebola syndrome. I told her why, And I said there was a lot of stuff in it. But what people have to remember about Ebola syndrome is really that's probably, if you think about it, one of the nastiest Category 3 films of all time.
Yeah, it's not fun.
There's so much disgusting in it. And normally Category 3 films have things that shock you, but not to the extent of that movie. Do you know what I mean? I'm actually surprised that movie didn't kill Anthony Wong's career, because of how crazy, it was. But I think that's because it came out in the 90s.
Yeah, the edgy time, right? When everybody was being edgy.
Yeah. I mean, I need to watch Taxi Hunter, which is another one of his movies, because I got that from AA Films. That's supposed to be shocking, but I bet it's not as shocking as that because it's only rated 15.
Well, I think the first one I got was Naked Killer. I think that was
Naked Killer. Let me tell you something about Naked Killer, right? Hot take here, guys. You're here, Matty, and Alan's probably here. Glenn's going to watch this. This is going to make Glenn proud, right? I got Naked Killer in W.H. Smith's when I was 13, right? Chingmo Yo in that movie, right, helped me become a man. Watching her in that movie, I spent all day, every day in my room, and I learned what it was like to be a man and what it would be like to be with a woman. I even got a blow-up sex doll, and even had sex with that in there, right, with it. And I was going out like this. I know Glenn knows what this is like, right? And I was moaning, Chingmo Yo, oh! And it was amazing. One of the greatest memories in my history. When I tell the wife about that, she looks at me, and I go, look, deal with it. That's my first love, all right?
So how would you rate this, overall announcement last night?
Phenomenal. Even just for the amount of films, really. I mean, Devil is a film I've wanted to see. I think it's great. It's going to be in 4K. Prophecy 1, 2, and 3. That's all you really need if you want the films, because 4 and 5 really, even though they're connected, they're not the same. I mean, they're the same type of film, but they're not, Christopher Walken. The 10 movie set, which is also, like Matty said, is 11 because you've got the documentary with the books and that. The films might be hit and miss, but what a great set to get to maybe open your eyes to other types of cinema as well. And like you said, early Vinegar Syndrome, If you look at these movies, they're a bit like the early Herschel Gordon Lewis set, they're that kind of thing. And Fatal Games, one of the greatest horrors of all time, right, if you ask me, and one of the silliest, right, on Blu-ray for the first time. Come on, what can you go wrong? And the 2 mystery titles sound like they're going to be fun.
Yeah, if it does turn out to be a mimic on 4K, that'd be a massive, get from
look at the comments, Aaron, say, I'm glad I'm someone's hero. Okay. Well, thank you.
Well, I gotta say, I'm super stoked about these here announcements. These are Darrow is my childhood. Prophecy 1 to 3, I think, are the good prophecies. That's what I call them, the good prophecies. This, no matter what the movies are,
they're the prophecies that came true. The other 2 didn't.
The documentary and the books will be interesting enough for me for that price. Fatal Games. This is the star of this.
I'm really hoping Fatal Games has a commentary on it.
I'm sure it will.
Because I don't need to watch the film. I can just watch it with the commentary because I know the lines, I know the scenes, I know it back to front. So I could easily watch it with commentary. I do have some of the Asian films again as well because I know them so well.
Now, on the 1st, we'll know what the October ones are. So we'll do the October ones. Maybe we'll do it on Patreon because we got to do the
I like that idea.
So jump on our Patreon, guys, and you'll be able to see on my Patreon. You'll be able to see Malcolm getting excited about Millicene titles and Vinegar Syndrome titles.
I'm going to tell you this right now, guys. If you get on Patreon, right, you get to see not only Aaron dancing around with Severin pasties on, you get to see me, right, showing off my dirty stuff. And trust me, it gets very dirty.
And for those that don't know, we do, me, you, and my dad, we do the play-by-cover challenge.
We have a threesome every week.
There's a penthouse cover challenge coming up. There's horror quizzes and stuff and horror kind of chat being done every Sunday. There's a video that comes up. There's Call to Comics videos that are actually being done right now,
Yep.
as literally as we speak.
Yep.
To
Good
put it
ones
to you, like
too.
and like Malcolm knows this. When he came on here, I was like, I didn't even notice he was on here at first because I was actually uploading a video.
Watching adult entertainment, he was. I heard it in the background.
That's it, man.
What I want to do, what I'd like to do with you, Aaron, as well, is once I've finished reading, like some of that good, like the Green Lantern omnibus, I'd love to talk about the first one with you. Once I've read it.
Well, I'm thinking we'll do like a book club type thing like that, where we'll
Yeah,
pick
that'd be
stuff that
quite
we got.
cool.
Because
That'd
for
be
those
pretty
that don't
cool.
know, both me and Malcolm collect. Well, from watching these videos, you see a lot of stuff that Malcolm's on there. But I'm a big omnibus collector, and we're making a video once, and I started showing omnibuses to Malcolm, and I opened a Pandora's box.
Yeah, I ended up buying tons of omnibuses.
Yeah, well, you're already like a comic fan anyway, so it wasn't like
Yeah, I was. The problem for me when it comes to comics was basically before I met the wife, I collected them like crazy. I used to pick up Captain America, Spider Man, Fantastic Four, you name it. When I moved, I couldn't take it with me because they're too heavy, right?
yeah.
So I got rid of them. And then when I was in America, I only had a small collection because, I thought they were quite expensive and I knew I'd eventually move back. So now that I know I'm going to be in this country probably for the rest of my life again, it's nice to be able to collect them again. And thanks to Aaron, it kind of motivated me more because I've actually got someone to talk to more about, in
We chat
detail.
about this all the time. Like, did
Hmm.
the Garth Ennis one come up on the UK one yet? Site yet?
Not yet, not yet.
That's going to be a good one. I missed out on the Garth Ennis one initially, and it was out of print, and I was literally at a comic shop that had it there. I told you about that.
I've read that whole run in the past. Phenomenal. I'd love to own it again.
Such a good run, and oversized artwork. So yeah, what I
Hmm.
want to do, guys, is and this will probably be a Patreon thing, is we'll do like a book club and kind of like look at certain books like in a month type thing, talk about it, and we're going to be doing my first kind of watch along coming up. We're talking about that within the next couple of weeks. So for a watch along, and I do want to clarify when it comes to this, uh, I'm not like we're not going to put the movie on the screen type thing, because obviously that's a race issue type thing, and I don't want to do to that type thing. So you will get us.
Even if you're on Patreon.
It would be, and I wouldn't. I don't think I feel comfortable doing it. Like,
Because I think it's going to be a bit hard for some people. This is my view, right? Because some people might not have the film, some people might have bad connections, and they're going to want to focus on the film instead of chatting, aren't they? As
that's
if
the
it was
thing.
on the screen.
Well, that's why, like, I'm thinking of there's certain films that I'm thinking of. I could do public domain films. I could, but for my first watch long, I wanted to do like almost like kind of a commentary thing where I'm chatting, where Malcolm's chatting, where the whole chat is like it's chatting about the film, things they like,
Yeah,
things they find funny, or so that's why I'm trying to pick a film one that's kind of easy accessible, one that's going to be
yeah,
on like most everybody has a VPN, right? So getting streaming
sure.
service is part of is not going to be the hardest thing there. It also lets me think like, am I going to pick something like that a lot of people have? Am I going to pick like a Halloween? Am I going to pick Rob Zombie's Halloween and make Malcolm suffer?
No,
Um,
don't
we could
pick
do
that.
that.
That's my problem with Matty still. He likes that second one, right? Sorry, Matty, but when you tried to add me on Facebook, I almost blocked you because I thought, oh no, we're going to talk about this movie, aren't we?
Uh, but uh, but yeah, like public domain films, I'll definitely get into that a little bit too. But I want to be able to keep it open. Most like a lot of like watch longs that I've seen don't show the film. That's
I just
unless you're.
think, I just think, I just think it's going to be a bit awkward for people.
Yeah, that's the thing though. Like
Um,
that's mostly what it is. Like if you go to like some of the bigger like channels that do watch longs.
oh, I agree. I'm
Uh,
just thinking, it's if it's on the screen, right, and people can watch it along, they might comment on the thing while it's on, and it'd be easier because we'd all be at the same spot. But I get where you're coming from. I'm just saying, but it's
like it's
it's
the
a
same
very
with restaurants.
hard, yeah, it's very hard sometimes.
There's definitely better Halloween. I mean, like we're going to be doing, by the way, during the month of October, we will be ranking the Halloween timelines, not the Halloween films, the timelines. and because I want to do something different with that. I want to actually rank the timelines.
This gives me a reason to watch all the 4Ks I've got of them as well.
Yeah, me too. Like that's the thing, because for my birthday this year, I got the box that came from America, which you probably
Nice.
got. When you were in America,
Are you talking about that 3 movie set one?
yeah, like 6, 7, and 8. Like which I saw a video recently where somebody was saying which is worse, Halloween Resurrection or Halloween Ends. I mean, I like both of those films, so neither. But who doesn't like Busta Rhymes doing kung fu on Michael Myers? Come on.
Come on, that's cheesy and bad, but it's brilliant cheese. You know what I
It
mean?
is. I mean, like people are like, I can't believe how can people watch Busta Rhymes ruin the movie? What are you saying? Busta Rhymes is the best damn part of this movie. Are you serious? Like the plot of this movie isn't great. Busta Rhymes is amazing in this movie. Can you imagine how boring that film would have been without him in it? Like in all seriousness. In a film that's that bad, but at the same time, and I mean bad in a good way, says, you know what? This is the Halloween movie where we should do a homage to Peeping Tom, like an actual classic film. Don't
Forget to wear your Halloween hat. Oh.
Oh yeah, my Curse of Mike Myers. Yeah, I wear it backwards. Like I'll be like,
oh yeah, brother, yeah.
But yeah, so there's a lot of stuff coming on the regular channel, lots of coming on Patreon, guys. Now is the best. Now there's never been a better time to like jump on Patreon than right now, because there is stuff. You cannot go past like a week without seeing stuff happen. I want to do some more. I want to get some podcast stuff done too. I've been meaning to get some podcast stuff done. Because with my podcast, for those that don't know it, I do video audio podcasts. So basically, I'll do a video podcast, and with that, I also do an audio version of it. So you can watch or listen, or whichever. If you're at work or working out, you can do.
You're going to be doing more horror poems as well, aren't you?
I will do some more horror poems. I'll do Slices of Horror like series. I want to do one closer. My dad was hilarious. That actually did horror poems. Like I'm like, Dad, it actually turned out pretty good. I was actually surprised. I was super. So I'm not gonna lie. Like when I did Slice of Horror, I spent a lot of time doing it, but I was really unsure about it because it's such a different thing to put onto the Patreon. And
I think you should be proud of it, to be honest. I mean,
I am now actually, but because when one of my biggest critics, and I'm so glad she is Hind. She'll be honest with me. So if I do something and she likes it, she will let me know. But if I do something she doesn't like it, she's gonna tell me.
It should be that way with your wife.
Yeah, and she's like, and she will be honest. Like she won't be cruel, but she'll be honest. So I did it, and the first time I did it, so I did it, and at the end of it, I had the ending. You like the VHS ending?
Yeah.
So, and I'm very proud of it. And it gets to the end of the poem thing, and then we get the da 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 da. It totally kills the mood. And she looks at me and said, "That's really, really good." She said, "What the hell is that ending doing at the end? At the end of it?" I'm like, "Oh my God, you're right. This totally takes everything away from it that I just done." So I had to go in and I took edit out the ending. Portion of it.
6 hours.
Yep, altogether.
You told me all that. It took 6 hours, guys.
And lately, when I'm doing something, see if I can actually show you something here. A little peek of something. Let's see.
We're not on Patreon. You should be careful. We don't want to see any body parts.
No. Okay, video file.
Maids, have you ever bought from a physical media company, Stinky Tuna? They release Netflix original movies. I've never bought from Stinky Tuna, Alan, but I believe they're pirated discs. They can't be official discs.
I'm going to show a little tiny clip thing of like a video that I just made. Not very much, but I'm showing it for a reason, and hopefully it works out okay. It's not too loud.
Whoa! That was a sneak peek.
Hi there. I am a geek, a certified. So, what reason I want to show this is because when I'm doing these videos right here, and hopefully you'll notice this, is I'm using this camera right here. So the quality of the picture on this is a massive improvement, actually, from what I have on the other one. My camera's good here. My camera here is great. So when I can do pre-tapes like that, by the way, that's a pre-tape that's going on Patreon. But I just want to show the opening portion of that.
That looked pretty good.
Well, we didn't get to see much of anything, but still. Peeping Tom definitely needs a 4K, Vince. I mean, like 100%.
Definitely, it's one of the greatest of all time.
It is a fantastic film. It is such a shame that like it hurt the director's career because it was such a good movie.
And let's be honest, when you watch Peeping Tom, the one thing you realise as a man is we've all been a peeper at some point.
Well, I don't know about that.
I remember when I was a kid, right? And I was going to church. I was 10 years old. And they had like this room. And it had a window, right? And I looked through the window. And the mother was breastfeeding her baby. Right? And I was like... And I started looking again. I was like,
It's like that. What's the bit thing they say? Like, guys will always. It doesn't matter what the boobs. The guys will always want to see boobs.
Like, yeah, of course.
Thank you, Alan. Yeah, my better half. Like I made a video with this. I did a pre-tape video on this one, and I showed it to Hind before I put it up. And she said, "What the hell are you using?" I said, "What's the
4K camera, right?"
Oh yeah. She said the quality's way better. Why don't you use this all the time? It's not that much better.
See, when I was doing the chats originally, I was using my iPhone. All right, but then I stopped using it because I couldn't see the comments unless I kept going. It's like this behind it.
For me, it's only really good for pre-tape. Now I've got a Mac though, so if I really want to, there's a I don't have like a stand thing, but with the latest Mac, you can now plug in your phone, or you don't have to plug it in actually. You just attach it, and you put it on there, and you use it as a camera.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy, isn't it? They both ran the same time.
Yeah. And one became like super famous and popular for it, and then
the other's kind of like an underground hit in a way.
Yeah, career-defining movie for Hitchcock, and the other one was like, oh. But even Hitchcock got some hate for Psycho. Like, even Hitchcock got some hate back then.
He pushed it, didn't he? He pushed it for that. That was really controversial. I think that was one of the things that helped it, to be honest.
Like, for the thing, too, like, and you know one of the most controversial things in Psycho was, by the way? When he showed a toilet. Like, more than that, she showed a bathroom. In a bathroom, and showed the toilet, and that was not seen on camera. It was normally seen.
I just had this vision. I just had this vision. I just had this idea of making a film, right? And just at the end going, here's a toilet. And it ended.
Oh! That's why one of my next videos, by the way, Malcolm, is going to be me, like, in the John, just talking to people.
You're gonna be in the John while reading Geoff John's things, reading, and then just.
I wonder if anybody's ever done that. Like done a video like in the washroom, like not.
They've got to have done, surely.
I'm sure someone's done.
One of the things that really probably blew a lot of people's mind when Psycho came out was that Janet Leigh got killed. So what do you call it? That probably really shocked a few people because she was such a big star.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, she's the star of the movie, and all of a sudden, like, she's part of the way through. She's. I'm so. Don't want to ruin this for people that haven't seen Psycho.
What in 70? What is it? 73 years?
Yeah. So you think? I think got a chance by now.
No, it isn't. So it's 1960, isn't it? It came out.
Did I break my tripod in a UK movie? Actually, I had a different tripod that I did break, Alan. So good memory there. So what I'm doing now is I had a ring light that I use for certain videos, and the ring light comes with. I'll show you if I can get it here. A little thing right here in the middle.
Oh,
for putting cameras in. So I use that, and I just adjust the height for when I'm doing the video. So when you see that,
See, I got this one.
nice. I used to have one like that.
Yeah, and this one it extends like 4 times, so it can be like full thingy.
Those
So I
are
like
nice.
that. But normally when I'm using the phone, when I'm talking to you, I've got in front of the thing like this. That's what I'm always going, you know.
I used to have one
Um,
kind of like that, but it broke on me.
I hate when they break.
Yeah. Now my cousin's like he's a photographer too, and so he's got he's got thousands of like dollars worth of like camera
Yeah.
equipment, lenses, and
Whoa,
stuff. He's got some really nice tripods,
nice.
some fantastic stuff.
Very nice.
But yeah, before we went back to the Kino, I wanted to like talk about some stuff that's going on the channel. And like next month, it's gonna be like a big month.
It's gonna be a big month. It's gonna have a lot on it.
Yeah. Oh,
So what do you think the schedule's gonna be for the first week?
that's what I'm working on right now. I mean, it's going to be tough. I know that I'm getting in my brother-in-law for a video to talk about the pilot of Twin Peaks, actually.
With some pie.
So, which I do consider horror. With some pie,
It is.
hopefully. Yeah, with some pie and some coffee.
Some poo-tang pie.
So we're going to sit down here at the table. We're going to have like a very informal chat, and that'll probably be a pre-tape. And we'll be talking about the pilot of Twin Peaks. I've actually gone out and I've watched the complete first season of Twin Peaks and the international thing of it. So I may down the road go into the other episodes of Twin Peaks as well, and that's where I get people like Malcolm and stuff in to actually talk about some of that stuff. Maddie said he wants to do on Patreon one of these days a quiz. And I'm saying, Maddie, like the challenge I have for you for like the quiz is find horror actors in that cinephile quiz.
Nice.
Because that'd be good for October. So there's a lot of stuff that I've got planned. Do I have it like all in order yet? No.
You never do though, do you?
It's like 22nd. It's 20. It's the 22nd. It's 3 days away from my wife's birthday too. So I kind of like kept things.
You guys got any plans together yet?
We don't have any solid things yet. Like normally, I'm sure like either her sister or one of her friends is going to want to get us over there for something. On all honesty, she's been working all week. What she wants to do more than anything else is rest. So I'm hoping
that's a shame because I wish it would be nice if you two could actually do something special together.
Like for us together, like I would like to do something. But like in all honesty, I wanted to relax. Like if I take care of her, she should not have to do much stuff.
A mask draft.
Mass draft for October, if possible. Ooh. See, there's so much that we can do. Like
that's gonna be easy, but I know you and Matty are gonna double team on me when it comes to these tiers because it's always one of us. Me and Aaron always get these like semi-debate arguments, like, no, it should go there, it should go this. No, are you crazy? Blah 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 blah. So yeah, Matty's gonna team with you against me. You watch.
I don't know. I think it's gonna be the opposite. I mean, like you and Dad definitely like team up against me, like in the play-by cover challenge, even when you're completely wrong, like you were with that like 1980s year. By the way, just saying.
I mean, when we both picked the bunny that time.
Guys, we did the complete year 1980s, the whole decade in play-by covers, and we chose the sexiest day. We chose the sexiest year, and was surprising actually, really surprising we won.
Well, I can't help it. Me and Glenn have a similar taste.
You're never wrong. You were wrong with that year. And there were so many good covers. You guys like, oh, what am I going to choose? I'm like, are you freaking serious?
Exactly. We're never wrong. And Alan, the US office is really good. I love that show. I love the original UK one, but I love the American one just as much. You spoke about rare movie companies and rare physical makers. I did mention that, didn't I?
Yeah, actually, I started that because I did the Twilight Time one recently. If you've seen it, then if you haven't seen it, Alan, check it out, man. It does use the phone camera, so it's really good quality actually.
Oh, I just want to say on your Twilight Time video, I love the cutaways, the sections.
Oh yeah,
I thought it was really good, and I thought you really nailed what that type of video should be.
thank you. I mean, like I'm working hard to try and make these better. Like for the first couple of play by cover challenges, we did like I use the iPad type thing to show the covers. So
The next
now,
one was really good with the different, showing it on the screen and stuff.
but the next one I'm going to be doing it with we're actually going to see. I'm editing the covers so that it's going to be right on.
I want to know
screen.
when we're going to actually see some real nudity on these videos.
You want me to get naked on the videos? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, hey! If people want to watch the Patreon videos and they want to put super chats, I'll get naked. I'll take my top off. I'll take my pants off. I'll take my socks off. Each donation, I'll take a layer of clothes off on it.
This is not strip poker, Malcolm. But
no, this is called strip donations.
Donations are muchly appreciated. They help with the channel. We didn't make the Google AdSense last month, so big shout out to our donation from George yesterday, which will get us a little bit closer. Won't get us there yet, unfortunately. We got another like $25 to get there. So that's the thing. By the way, Kyotozer is the answer for this line. It's Kyotozer.
For me, it's Killer's Kiss and The Killing.
Those are good, but they're not Kyotozer. One, you've got Clint Walker. Two, you've got a killer bulldozer. So, yes, that's Stanley Kubrick, and it's really good. But is it Stanley Kubrick with a killer bulldozer? I don't think so.
No, otherwise it'd be a masterpiece, wouldn't it?
And then then it would be a masterpiece. I love Kyotozer, actually, I really do. What do you think of the imprint announcements?
I'm really excited by it. I'm pre-ordering it today.
I'm actually surprised you didn't pre-order last night. Were you tired last night? I'm going to guess, but
I didn't buy last night because I was tired. But I'm going to get it today. For
those that don't know, we'll just show them real quickly here, because we showed them last night. If you're a Patreon member, you got to see these when it came live last night.
Let me just say, can I just say something? If you were on Patreon last night, I got the news. I said to Aaron, let's look at imprint because I know someone who's in imprint. They said, quick, we put up right now, show it before anybody else can because you got the inside scoop. So I told Aaron jumped on and we looked at them. And, brilliant. That inside scoop is called an email.
Yeah. And you can see these movies here, like some really good titles coming from imprint. Like this Marlon Brando box set looks really great. I just wish these were cheaper, man.
Yeah, they're a bit overpriced, really. But then you think about it, they're in Australian dollars. When I looked up US, it came to about $240 or $50, which isn't too bad
for the whole thing altogether.
Yeah. Alan says Malcolm and Aaron OnlyFans. LOL. That would be a very disturbing OnlyFans, I can assure you.
Yes, I was thinking actually.
Me with unlimited, being able to say whatever and everything. Oh my word!
Directed by Sidney Lumet, volume. I love the fact that's a volume 1.
Yeah, volume 1.
Such good stuff.
Here's a question for you. Isn't that on 4K, Serpico?
Serpico is on 4K from Kino, I think.
Yeah, so that's a little bit annoying, isn't it? I wonder if it's a 4K master that's in there. Not the 4K, but the master.
Probably 4K. I'll check down there afterwards, actually, see what it is. Yeah. Serpico right there. I hate this cover. I really do hate this cover.
Didn't you call it? What did you call it last night? Called the beard, didn't you?
Yeah, the beard. Because it looks like. So, okay, so here we go. No, from a 2K scan. So the palm bulkers from a 2K scan. Let's go to
2K scan.
2K scan. 2K scan. 2K scan. Serpico. 2K scan.
Yeah. Right,
we're missing 2Ks. Oh, look at this. One step further beyond becoming LeMay feature documentary. I didn't know that was there.
Oh, lovely.
That's a nice little bonus there.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I want to put with it because I've got so many pre-orders at the minute from Imprint, like those, Tales of Adventure sets and everything.
Yeah.
But I'm like, when you think about it, that's $194 for that set, and the other set's like 160. So you're getting a good price for all of them together.
Yeah. I still think that this looks like. Ever had those cards when you were a kid, where it's
Oh,
like,
you mean what's guess who?
yeah, like those face cards, like basically you have like a
Yeah,
top and a bottom face. You could switch them back and forth. Uh,
yeah.
that's what this looks like. Just a bad one of two people. Like if you put like, because this red and white doesn't go together. So,
In case people don't know, Serpico is the sequel to Cruising by that cover.
by that cover, it looks like it. I'm actually a massive fan of this movie. I haven't seen this one in years, but Lenny,
Yeah,
it's a Lenny Bruce story, really good.
yeah. I've
Um,
seen it once. I don't remember it very well because it was years ago.
yeah, can you not remember that? I mean, those. I mean that.
Oh, I want to remember that. They should have a removable top option.
If that was shameless entertainment, it would. Also, we got here Islands in the Stream, which makes me start singing the Dolly Parton song.
Oh, is this any good? Have you seen this film?
I know I have, but I don't remember it, man. Let me just see if I can remember it here.
Ray Harryhausen Imprint DVD. Well, I have I think I have all the Ray Harryhausens from Imprint and other places. So I don't pick it up off of Imprint, sadly.
Yeah, I got the indicator one, so like for that's good for
Yeah.
me. King the Gypsies. I know I've seen this one, but I don't remember it all now.
Yeah, I remember the cover, but I don't remember the movie.
Yeah, like it's probably really good, but it's not. I guess it's not a good sign that I don't remember it. But
My biggest problem,
I've seen a
my
lot of
biggest
movies.
my problem with Indicator releases is the slipcover feels a lot like the other 444 ones, where they're kind of cheap feeling, and they kind of bend out a little bit once you open them up. Do you know what I mean?
Indicator?
And there's no booklet, and that always bugs me.
I mean, Imprint.
Yeah, Imprint. Indicator, I love.
Yeah, Indicator.
I'm going to pre-order these for, by the way.
Did you? So we got Marlene Dietrich and Gary Cooper in Desire, which is a great title.
Look
I
at
love
that
this
face.
cover, by the way. Fantastic. She is so beautiful, man.
Oh.
Feature-wise on here, it's a 4K scan. We get an audio commentary with writer and critic Nathaniel Bell and film historian Dave Duvall. Nathal Morris on Gary Cooper. 2023 one. We get a Lux Radio Theater. I love these. Radio play adaptation of the film screenplay with Marlene Dietrich.
Nice.
And Herbert Marshall in the Gary Cooper role. We get the booklet, which I love, and 3,000 copies. Then we get to Maurice Chevalier and Jenny
I love
McDonald.
these covers.
Love Me Tonight. This is so cool. I do love this cover.
So this is what I want from Indicator. I want this stuff.
Yeah, me too. Like this is more the stuff that I prefer.
Yeah.
Like it's okay to go outside of it with some of the weird stuff every once in a while.
Yeah.
But
stick with what's the best. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is my type. Like I do like the doing genre land stuff like that. That's good. It's kind of there's a classiness.
Oh yeah.
But I don't want to see too much of like kind of just this is just more.
I just prefer this stuff because to me this is the stuff I want. Do you know what I mean? I do like the other stuff. Don't get me wrong. I think it's great and all this, but I want them to focus on that and these instead of these and then barely. Do you know what I mean?
No, I understand completely, especially when you see the features that they put in for this stuff.
I know that, Alan, because that's what it says on all the Hallmark discs, Alan. But I own all the Hallmark discs for the most part, and they're all region free.
Yeah, I know. So sometimes they will be, and they just can't say it on the on the disc.
Yeah.
So I always check. We got a 4K scan on this one here. Original mono audio. That's good. Audio commentary with writers Glenn Kenny and Farron Smith. Nimi, we get a in-depth discussion from Jeff Andrews on Love Me Tonight. How Unprayed excerpts, which that's actually kind of cool.
Oh, hold on a minute. Do you remember in prom night? Love me, love me, love me tonight. Oh, love me till I die. Yeah. That's how it goes.
the disco scene that goes on for like a long period of time.
Yeah, I love that disco scene. That disco
I
scene
do
is the
too,
best scene
actually.
in the movie.
I like disco. I'm sorry, I'm a disco person, so there we go. And here comes Hunter Among Lovers, Claudette Colbert, who's again another gorgeous
Take care,
actress.
Matty. Have a good one.
Oh yeah, talk to you later, Maddie. And like Frederick March.
Oh, Ginger Rogers is in that one. So
Yeah.
these are Power Man pictures. So do you think Vinegar Syndrome will release these under the VSL label?
No. Charlie Ruggles. That's 2 movies we've seen Charlie Ruggles in now. He's in the previous one too. Another 4K release, audio commentary with academic and curator Eloise Ross. Lucy Bolton and Ginger Rogers. That's going to be nice. Dorothy Arzner and the WAAC, a selection of short films directed by Arzner for the Women's Army Auxiliary Corps. That's actually kind of cool. That's actually really interesting. Of course, the booklets, as always, 3 dozen copies. And we have An American Tragedy
Yes.
by Joseph von Sternberg.
That guy, the guy on the cover, right? He looks so much like Christopher Walken from How That's Done.
It's yeah, it's just kind of like shocking. In the middle of his classic collaborations with Marlene Dietrich, Joseph von Sternberg substituted the iconic German star Phillips Holmes and Sylvia Sidney in a shocking tale of crime and punishment. We get a 4K scan, audio commentary with film historian Josh Nelson, Tony Rayns on An American Tragedy, a video essay by film historian Tag Gallagher, Image Gallery, which is on all these, by the way, limited edition, like booklet, of course. This one is a world premiere on Blu-ray. It is a Region B release, it says right here, and it's 3,000 copies. So 4 great titles. I mean, I got to say, Malcolm, this has been one hell of a December. December is usually the time when you get a bit of breathing time. There's not usually a lot in December. People tend to end off in November, and then they'll start up in like January again. But this December, we're getting some good stuff.
Well, I'm looking forward to December because I've got so much coming in November and December. But I realised today that I've bought every release from Eureka this year, every release from Mondo, obviously Vinegar Syndrome because I'm a subscriber, and I picked up most of Indicator. So it's been a great year for me. I mean,
it's been
really
a great year
year.
for films. So you've got like great year of like film watching when it comes out because the releases that they've been putting out, Malcolm, have been some quality releases.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, and
absolutely phenomenal.
Like you asked me last night during the Patreon, like would I resubscribe if I was subscribed to Vinegar Syndrome, and I roundabout way I said no. And that's true. I wouldn't. And the reason for that basically is, no shade on Vinegar Syndrome because I love their stuff and I buy a lot of their stuff. It's just there's so much out there right now that I just have to leave my options open.
Well, it's like I said. So after last night, I spoke to my wife, Donna, and I said to her, look, I've got a decision I've got to make if I'm going to resub to Vinegar Syndrome. I said, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut down to just buying 3 partner labels next year, like 3 released, like a month.
Yeah.
Stick with the VSUs, VSL, VSAs, because they're always a part of Vinegar Syndrome, unless it's something I really don't like. But not by like all 17 partner labels and stuff, because the box ends up too big. I mean, every month I'm getting a box this big.
And that's the thing. I mean, and you get movies that sometimes you love, and you get movies sometimes that you don't love so much.
And it's not just that. It's watching them as well, isn't it? I mean, my backlog of movies at the minute is 7,000.
Which is that's a crap load of movies that.
Exactly.
And have you seen them before at all, or do you have 7,000?
Not all of them.
You haven't seen it all, or just
not all of them? I mean, most of my 4Ks from standard releases, I've seen. Right, so like Transformers, Lara Croft, stuff like that. I've always seen that stuff, really, but I haven't watched it in 4K, so I've still got them on the shelf. But what I want to do is, because my room's packed with media on the floor, on the tables, all this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start focusing on getting through them, because people like yourself go to me, have you watched this film yet? And I'll go, no, I haven't, right? Because it's in a stack. That's why I started watching movies again recently, like She Shoots Straight and that, because I was like, I want to have movies that I'm watching, but I can talk about, it, especially in the streams a little bit. So I can go, oh, watch this film, blah blah blah. You know what I mean?
Oh no, I understand
Because
completely. Trust me.
like you, I want to always help improve the streams and add things and especially with us being the dynamic duo.
We're getting it.
So
We're getting it. We have been rolling with the man.
yeah, for me.
I gotta say, like,
Um,
you have been a big part. Like, you've become a big part of this channel, and you've been like a big improvement on a lot of things
well,
here.
oh, thank you. I appreciate that. It actually means a lot to me to be doing these with you. Actually,
Well, my better half knows how much I enjoy this stuff. We chat like off and on here, like, and
yeah,
not just there. Like some people, like, they do videos and then like, okay, see you next time we do video. But no, you hear more from me when videos aren't being done sometimes. Like,
that's
sometimes
true.
that's good. Other times, like, I'm sure your wife's like, oh, don't tell me, showed you something else to buy.
Well, I always like it. What I like is because we talk outside as well. We have even more chemistry when we're in the thing because it's like two really good friends chatting and talking, and you know what I mean. And
Which is
that's
the fun
good
part of it
because that's what it should be.
when it comes to this type of stuff. I'm just checking here. I'm looking to see if there's anything come up in the omnibus thing. Oh, no, not yet. Though
Oh, trying to
this
tempt me again.
this one hasn't come down in price yet. I'm waiting for this one to go down in price. Volume 2 of
Is that the
ROM.
volume 2 one?
Yeah.
Because you pre-ordered volume 1, didn't you?
I pre-ordered volume 1, but this one's still up in price. I'm going to wait till it goes down in price. Rom's one of the characters I grew up with, so
So it's important.
yeah. Like, I was in the hospital a lot when I was a kid, but with epilepsy, like having seizures now.
Yeah.
Rom and Roger Stern's like run on Spider-Man, so that
So it
time
kind of
period.
helped you get through it.
Yeah, it really did. I mean, like,
Oh.
and it got like crappy. I remember when I had the mumps, and because I had epilepsy, I ended up in the hospital, and I was like, I'm okay. And so I got up, like they were going to do like an X-ray on me, I guess my chest, right? Um, so I remember I got like 3 steps, and I just bam collapsed. Then I woke up, I think, a day later, and
Sucks.
but just fun stuff.
Well,
But no, like the comics and stuff.
I can tell you something happened to me as a kid. I don't know if I told you already, but when I was a kid, I was paralyzed um, from a illness called HS purpura, right? And what it does is it starts off with putting blotches on your body, like bruise blotches, so that people think you're being beaten, right? And
Yes.
then what happens is your joints and everything stiff up and you can't move and you can barely breathe from that. And I was that way, practically paralyzed for 18 months when I was 7. And it was one of the most terrifying things I've been through in my
I can
entire life,
imagine.
And because of that, I've always had issues with my joints, like from arthritis and that because of the everlasting effects. And terrifying, absolutely terrifying at the time. But I can't imagine what it'd be like to have like epilepsy and be in a hospital, and
It was not a fun
it's
period in my life. Like it was. Here's the thing. I hated being in the hospital, but I ended up liking hospital food. Like I was one of those weird kids.
well, you've been
I was
there
like,
so long, you will be, won't you? It's like,
yeah,
oh
and
no,
I was like Jello again. That's awesome. And they'd have like the soup that I'd love. But like I still have memories of my dad. Uh, I wish I actually had my yeah. I want to. How do I want to put this? I'd be in the hospital, and I'll be like, because I didn't grow up with my parents. I grew up with grandparents,
no.
but I used to think, okay, I used to write. Not my parents don't know this actually. I used to write sometimes these letters of like stuff that was going on, like what I was saying, and I wrote it like to to my dad and my mom, like to my stepmom Dina, and to
Did you
like
give it to him?
yeah no, just it was for me. It was just for me. It was just a way for me because I used to write a lot, and it was a way for me to like kind of keep
How
track
are your
of
feelings?
what I was doing and stuff like that, and like because it got like, I was in a hospital and your kid's scary. It's different.
Well, it's not just
But
that. If you're having epilepsy and you're forgetting things, it's nice to be able to go, oh, I wrote this.
yeah, I had like books of it, and I kept it for a long time, but I don't have them anymore. But I used to have like books of that stuff, and I was one of those kids that, because I couldn't speak a lot when I was younger, because I have like, stuttering issues stuff. When I finally was able to like talk, as anybody that watches my channel knows now, I kind of didn't shut up too much. Like it's true. Like, but that being said, if people meet me, like for the first time, like
Yeah.
his friends and stuff, they think I'm shy. No, they do. Like they think I'm. Oh, you're so shy, so quiet, and it's not. I just listen. I just like to. I just
Yeah.
listen. But
As a friend of my mum's once called me, you listen like a sponge and you listen to people to know how to talk to them.
yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, that's what you should do. Um, it helps when you're for stuff like that.
That way you can adapt to people easily instead of getting off on the wrong track.
Because one of the worst things ever, see this, like, is amazing, worth the phone. How many
I
times
hate phones.
when you started, like when it was like MSN Messenger or like AOL, whatever you had, and you're like typing a message to someone, maybe somebody that you just met, maybe it's like a date
Yeah.
thing, and you can't. There's no context, so you
No.
get this like message, and you're like, "What the hell?" Like, there's actually a Key and Peele sketch about it, where like he's writing, "Hey, would you like to go to see at the bar?" And like, yeah. He said, "Okay, man, I'll see you there." I said, "All right." He comes in with like with a bat, like ready to beat him up. I don't
I
mean not
remember
know the guy's
years. I remember years ago, I tried talking to someone, and they had their phone on them constantly. And they were going,
like,
and I grabbed their phone. And I literally put it in my pocket and said, "I'll get back to you after we spent the time together." Right? Because there's no reason for you to be texting or messaging someone when we're hanging out. Right? When I used to see my mum, I used to always turn my phone on silent and put it on the table in the middle of the room. Right? And I'd look at it if she went to the bar or the toilet to see if I had any messages that from family. And if I didn't, I'd just ignore it because it
I
used to
watched
really
a video.
annoy me.
I watched a video today on YouTube. It was an Australian YouTuber, right? I think I'm sub to him, or it wasn't before. And it's like a young guy, right? Probably in his
Yeah.
like 20s. And so he did a week living in the 80s. So he put all of his stuff, his phone, his computer, everything in the lockbox, and he bought all 80s stuff. So he
Like
bought like,
VHS player and everything.
yeah, I bought a VHS player. He bought a TV. First one smoked, so he had to buy another one. He bought an Apple, like a Mac SE computer from 1987. One of the first cell phone, the big,
So
you
fully
know,
invested in it then.
he did a good job with it too. And first day he got up and he's having breakfast, and he usually reads a book during breakfast, right? But he reads on the Kindle. So he's like, what am I going to do? I'm like, just going to do breakfast in silence. So by the second day, he was like, screw this. And he was going out to charity shops, picking up stuff to get all this stuff.
Like old books and stuff.
It's a fun video, actually, really fun video.
But the question is, when he picked up books, were they from the 80s? Or did he just get ones that were new prints?
Oh, they weren't new, because you could tell when the books he was looking at, they were definitely older books. Got some even like
That's
later than I got
interesting.
like Shakespeare.
Yeah.
And the thing, he enjoyed reading the books, I think, so much that was like the sixth day, it was the last day because it was 7 days of it. And just before he finished it, he found there's a bookstore on his way home. And he's like, okay, I know that's almost over, but so I went in, bought a couple of books.
You'll have to share that video with me because it sounds nice.
It is actually, oh, well, it's on to you, man.
So did he buy a CRT TV as well?
He did. He had a CRT TV. First, he had like
Wow.
CRT TV with the, but when he turned it on, it literally smoked. So he said when he went out, he was like, "Get a TV that does not smoke." But it was a good video.
Wow.
I like stuff like that.
Sounds good. It sounds something that's actually got more depth to it than your average, video of that kind.
It is like he did a good job. Like he went all in. He did a great job of it. I always like finding little like YouTube videos like that, stuff that people
Yeah.
kind of put some. That's why on my channel I try to think outside the box.
Hard though when you're in like it's It's hard when you're in one situation, though. You know, like when you can't do certain things, it can be
Like
quite
for
hard to
me,
do.
oh yeah, for me, when I came to Morocco, one of the things that had to change right away was like, I can't do massive unboxings that I used to be able to do because I did a lot of unboxings.
Do you miss them?
Well, yeah, yeah, of course. I missed getting films and being able to watch those films.
Yeah,
I miss getting. I every week I go into the Canadian Omnibus like bookstore there,
yeah.
and there's always deals. So like, if I was to go look on there right now, let's just for fun, let me just do that.
Mm.
Um, to give you an
Because they
idea
have
of what I
great
mean.
prices, don't they? They have great prices on the pre-owned.
Oh my god. Like if I was living in Canada right now, I'd have three times, at least three times
Yeah,
what I have now. Like for instance, right now they have things along the lines of I just want to see if some of the better ones, like Thunderbolts Volume 2 is $49. Um, they got X-Men Fall of the Mutants for $49. Um, they got War of the Realms, which is a massive omnibus for $59.
yeah.
Just a whole bunch of like anyway, whole
They're
bunch of stuff.
bargains for Canadian prices.
Oh yeah, for when you think about it, like what you pay like in the UK, like Canada has
Yeah.
some of the best like prices for
Oh, that's what
omnibuses.
came up here. That's what came up here on the England one, the Hitman one. You know, the Hitman omnibus
That's a good one.
that popped up. So that's pretty cool.
I I ordered what was it like $50? Something like 50,
Yeah, it was
$63 in Canada.
$50. Yeah, in Canada, wasn't it?
Yeah, like it looks like they're honoring it too, so that's actually pretty good.
That's pretty good. I wish HMV had honored the Hellraiser.
Mm. Oh, they did that with like with my Predator omnibus too. That was $50. They honored it.
Oh, the one I got recently.
Yeah,
So that's a bargain, if you ask me.
and I mean it's good, and the books are really good. I'm doing a video now, like I'm editing it. I was doing it just before we got on here, for like because the showcase presents, like DC did like
Yeah.
this line, from I think 2006, 2016, 2016, somewhere around
Well,
there.
so went on for a good amount of time.
It was. I was actually I remember because I was in Ottawa, and I went to the comic shop there, my local comic shop on Maryville Road, and the we're just putting them out. It was so there was Superman and there's Green Lantern, and they were like the introductory price for the first two were $9.99 each.
Oh, that's a bargain.
It was, and so I grabbed them both. Like I remember taking them home and like just reading them and just like pouring over them the next couple of days and like just having all this
Yeah.
like Green Lantern, all this Superman stuff, and it blew my mind away. So whenever I
Talking
could
about
find,
things, talking about things, I'll show people quickly. These two I got from America, I showed you earlier.
oh yeah,
True Beauty Volume 1 and 2. These are webtoons, right? There's a Korean series that's based off of this that me and Donna watched, and we both love that show so much. But this is based off a webtoon, and I'll show you what it looks like inside. It's a bit like stalking, killing, or killing, stalking. Let me get it up. Let me get a nice shot. So look, if you open it up, it's like that inside.
oh nice.
Yeah, and there's 3 volumes at a minute, and I'm hoping
I love the
to
covers.
own all of them. I'm just hoping that the next ones obviously don't come damaged because I'm going to hopefully buy them from Forbidden Planet because Forbidden Planet said this was out of print, this one. And when I bought them, I thought they were from the UK because I bought them from a UK website. But it was a seller through that website from the United States who sent them.
Sellers is
So,
always like iffy when it comes like if you get them like on a good seller. Did you find anything on that page that I sent you yesterday? By the way,
what page?
the Facebook page.
Oh, I did. I paid that one. Yeah, I joined. I sent you a message saying they were pretty good. Most of them were in Europe, most of the sellers. Some of the prices were quite high, but when I looked, further back, and the
Yeah,
things that sold, there were some seriously good prices. So I've got it as a pop up every time somebody posts on there,
that's
because I think that's going to really help. And hopefully, because they're actual collectors, they'll actually send them properly.
what the collectors normally do. Like I'm on a Canadian one, and
Yeah,
they don't have a lot from like most of them are Ontario or Quebec or something
I'll
like
show
that.
you. Hold on. I'll show you. Um,
But in a rare time, there's a Newfoundland will come on there, or Sydney. or Halifax, and basically I got my Conan one from there, and I'm so excited to read the Conan book. By the way,
So it's like that. So and they have, but most of it, for some reason, newer stuff is in euros. So I have to be careful. Like Batman by the Batman Snyder one, Volume 2, the person was €75 for. Yeah, I know I can get from e-comics for like 60 quid.
that's a bit pricey.
Yeah, and this is unsealed ones, and that's not counting shipping. You know what I mean? So that's the other thing. Read comics is great because it's $9.99, no matter what the shipping is. You know. So, like for instance, somebody's got. Oh, that's not bad. Immortal Hulk omnibuses 1 to 5, 125 each.
1 to 5.
Killjoy's, yeah, 1 to 5. Oh no, that's the oversized hardcover. That's not the omnibus.
I was going to say
omnibus, 45 euros used. But yeah, it's oh yeah, because it's the thin one. So
yeah, I think there's like 10 of them altogether.
Yeah, so it's a matter of waiting and seeing, you know, when people from the UK pop up. Like, yeah, shipping to UK is €25, right? As much as I might want some of this stuff, like Conan, what one is it? King Conan. I got that for 50 quid.
Yeah.
Someone's €89 plus 25 euro shipping. So it's you got to be careful about that stuff.
Sometimes, like you get like collector groups, and they're going for collector prices. That's the thing. So you got to watch. Yeah. You got to look for people that are actually selling for. They're getting rid of some stuff. Like there's one guy, and he had a bunch of stuff. And I actually was gonna get some of it, like because he said he had like good shipping prices. But one person like went in, and I hate when somebody does this and sniped everything that he had.
Oh.
Like he had like $40 and $50 Canadian prices for actually good omnibuses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But somebody went in, and somebody that probably had it already, somebody that actually probably was gonna sell it again type thing. I hate those guys.
Me too. Yeah, they're the people that really hurt collectors getting a chance of getting a bargain.
It is, and it's the same type of people that like the speculator people that actually killed it for comics in the first place in the 90s.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's someone went in that cherry shop recently when I was in Reading, and I spoke to you about this. I said they had a whole big tub of graphic novels. Now I don't know what everything was in there, but I went, can I look in there and can I think? And the guy went, no, because they might be worth something, right? And I was like, well, can I look? I was like, can I look? And then you can tell me what price you'd like. And if I'm interested in that, I'll pay that. Nope, because I'm not doing that, right? And the other reason they don't do it is because most charity shops now post this type of stuff online for ridiculous amounts of money. You know? I went into St. Michael's Hospice charity shop, and they had the Ed Brubaker Daredevils, you know, the really thin trade paperback ones.
Yeah.
Right. And they were like 8-9 quid each for them. And I was like, these should be like 2-3 quid now in the charity shop.
No, it's ridiculous. I mean, like even like our places, like our very villages in Canada, like have gotten like ridiculous with some of the prices. I was looking at like some comic ones that they had done, and it was stupid, insanely priced. So I was like, no, like I'm not going to pay that much for the comic ones that are there. Like then they had like comics individually priced. Like I'm like, this might have been this price in 1990 something, but it's not this price now. And it does, and they don't take in the conditioning or any of that type of stuff. But every once in a while I would find like
the comic shop near us, Crunch Comics. I went in there and I was so excited because remember I told you about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I can't wait to go in there. And they had trading cards, figures, Funko Pops, and barely any comics, right? And I'm like, how can you call yourself Crunch Comics if you've barely got comics?
Sadly, that's happened a lot. Like, look at EB Games, man. Like EB Games nowadays, like, come on, EB Games, buy all the Funkos you want. Oh, and get a game too while you're there.
Well, what annoys me is these one shots now, like £5.80 for just 32 pages.
I mean, that's the killer part. Like, it's what I said. Like, the way I think comics should be going is the way that manga's going. In that
Mm,
you like don't put out like a 32-page Batman book. Like put out a big thick book like a Batman. Put the Batman stories on one big thick thing
yeah,
every month. People buy them. People are more likely to
yeah.
buy that.
That
That's why
reminds
so
me.
many people are waiting for collected editions now.
That reminds me. I saw not Batmanga, the one you showed, but there's
Yeah,
more Batman manga out now, isn't there? There's like Batman Act of Vengeance or something.
yeah. I tried reading. What was it, Gotham War or something like that? And
Hmm.
I was iffy
That's
on
the
it.
new one, isn't it?
Yeah, I was iffy on it. Night Terrors was
It,
a massive disappointment. Massive disappointment.
is the Gotham is the Gotham War like the whole future state and all that stuff, where it's just like all set over different.
Well, it's done like not to give too much away, but like Night Terrors, like when everybody gets trapped in the nightmare realm and all this type of stuff, and all this stuff is happening and it doesn't go anywhere. Actually, we mentioned you earlier, Gina, by the way. But like afterwards, they come out and so Catwoman has pretty much taken all of the henchmen from all different like
Oh,
people,
so a bit like an internal then.
and so Batman and Catwoman are kind of at odds, and
Mm,
because she feels she's doing something better because she's doing them cat burglary, so there's no violent crime, but Batman crime is crime.
yeah,
Um, and then there's it's maybe it'll turn out to be better. It's got to be better than Night Terrors. Night Terrors was
yeah,
so disappointing, like so
yeah.
disappointing.
It sounds it. Did
Because
you
Night
read the
Terrors,
Fear State? Did you read the Fear State one?
Fear State or Future State.
No, Fear State. There was a
That was a while back, wasn't it?
there was an arc. Yeah, it was fairly well back. It was an
Yeah,
arc. Hey
it
Gino,
was better than
you're
this.
right. You're right. Because of the collector's market, VHS is slowly going up. I remember going into Value Village, right? And they had games on the shelf for £3 each, no matter what the games were. One day I went in there and they had games like Legend of Zelda and all that in the case for 50, 60 quid. And I was like, I get it. They're money makers. Don't get me wrong. If you know that, try and get money for them, right? But at least sell them at a discount price compared to what they'd normally be, so that you're making like if it's 60, put 40 on it,
It's a charity
30,
show. It
whatever.
shouldn't be. It should not be expensive like that.
Yeah, you got it for
Uh,
free.
it should be like
I'll
super.
tell you what we said about you, Gino. We said Gino is the greatest. He's got a great heart. We love what he's doing with those tunes on the VHSs. We're jealous because we wish we had all those tunes ourselves. And we said that you're one hell of a guy.
Well, I agree with that, but that's not what we said earlier. But we said something nice. But but 100% agree with that.
No, we mentioned that you knew the guy that was in one of the movies, but I can't remember his name.
Wesley Uri from it was Chops.
There you go. That's what we said. Yeah.
But no, I'm excited about like what's going on there. But with that being said, at over 2 hours, I think this is our time to shuffle off to Buffalo.
We're gonna say, why, hey, well, that's okay, because we'll see you very soon. I know.
I was going to sing the theme song to Caillou, but I figured no.
Go on then.
No, Caillou's horrible. Not that mean. Thank you so much. My name is Aaron. This is Malcolm. Thank you again, Malcolm, for coming in. And
Always.
we got some big stuff coming up. This week, the first horror one drops on Patreon. Me, you, and Dad. That one's been pre-taped. We already got that one done.
Yep.
So expect to see that one. And Big Bear in the Big Blue House. Actually, I used to like bananas and pajamas are coming down the stairs.
Do you know what? I'm going to be honest with you, Gino. When I went to school, when I was 15, I was going to school. I used to sleep on the sofa at my mum's because my bed had cat piss on it. Right? True story. And my stepdad always wanted to try and force me to sleep in it. And I was like, no, I'm sitting on the sofa. Every morning before I went to school, I'd watch Bear in the Big Blue House, Bananas in Pajamas, right, and Beachcomber Bay, and it would always help my mind. And I'd even sing the songs along with it every day. I kid you not. And I actually thank Bear in the Big Blue House for making me part of the man I am today. because I live myself over Bear and Luna, the moon.
That's it. The bear code, man.
Yeah, the bear code. I'm airy enough.
All right, guys. Thank you so much, and we will see you next time here in the College Cinema. There's a lot of stuff coming up next month. Be here, be on Patreon, because big stuff.
Yeah,
See you
big
soon.
stuff.